Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday night! Woohoo! How is everybody doing today? Also, let me know if the mic is too loud. It should be good, but it might not. I don't know. Whatever. What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing? Oh, man. What's up, Zoop? What's up, Censored? What's up, Dat Boy? Oh, God. Jesus Christ. God, sorry. Got water stuck in my windpipe. God almighty. What's up, everybody? Oh, man. Hi, Clussy. Don't call me Clussy. Okay? Chat, do not call me Clussy. Don't do that. All right? It's bad. I hate you if you do it. Don't do it. Do not spam Clussy. I'm begging you. All right, hold on. Man. You has mini Doritos? Nice. I had to go to CVS to pick up my meds today. I grabbed some, what's it called? Some twin cherries. Yeah, you know, like the Haribo gummy twin cherries. Got some of those. They're so good. Love them. You posted Dreamcast Guy's newest video. Yeah, we're going to talk about that tonight. I already saw it. We are, we are going to talk about that tonight. You love those? Yeah. No, they're so good. Alrighty. So, I was afraid that I would not have anything to talk about tonight. Fortunately, Dreamcast Guy came through, and then also, you know, some other typical suspects, you know, Harmon, Jay, whatever. So we are going to have, thankfully, we still have stuff to talk about.
Praise for this to be a normal live stream.
Thank you for the 2, Ben. It's not going to be a normal stream. No stream is ever a normal stream. But then again, I guess if it's not a normal stream, like if no stream is a normal stream, then isn't every stream a normal stream? Something like that. Whatever. All right. Oh, man. How's everybody doing tonight? I got my cherries. I got some graham crackers still. Gonna rage eat some graham crackers. I know Minx loves when I do that. Gods are so good. Alrighty, so tonight we got to talk about the big thing. The big thing is Xbox Activision specifically is opening a new studio. And Dreamcast Guy is not happy about that for some reason. The big thing, yes, exactly. The big thing. And so you have that, and then we also have, apparently COD is going to be coming to Game Pass. Apparently Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 5, whatever it's going to be called, will be coming to Game Pass. So that's going to be exciting. Allegedly, of course. Could be wrong. And then we have Jay and Harmon, of course, like I said before. Exactly. Oh! Yeah, Black Ops Gold 4, whatever you want to call it. The next Black Ops game, the next Call of Duty game, will likely be going to Game Pass Day 1. So, we're going to see how that goes. What's up, Light Shadow? Oh, man. So, as it is typical for these streams, you have to start off with a poll. So, start a poll. Alrighty. Who first? So we got 2 Dreamcast Guy videos. Excuse me. And then Jay and Harmon, and then maybe if there's anybody else that I need to talk about, then we'll do that. So, alright. DCG, J-Tech, or Harmon? I'm thinking I want to do Dreamcast Guy first, but at the end of the day, it's up to you. Go to the polls, everybody. You're excited for COD to be on Game Pass? I'm pretty sure anybody would be, you know? All right.
Pigeon Salad has become a member. OHH, great heavens.
Exactly. OHH, great heavens. Yes, thank you, Pidgey, for being a member for 18 months. God damn, year and a half. Thank you, man. Yeah. OHH, great heavens. COD is mainly funded through microtransactions. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it. Yeah. Yeah. So Dreamcast guy obviously winning by a landslide, as to be expected. So I'm just gonna end the poll right there. Now I think we'll do the studio closing video first, and then we'll do the Game Pass one after. Cancel my Game Pass, so I'm not happy with the studio shutdowns. Probably gonna get that. Probably gonna go back to Humble Bundle. At least that money goes to charity. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but whatever. Hey, if you want to cancel your Game Pass sub because of the studio shutdowns, go for it. Absolutely. Go for it, hon. Let's see here. Okay. Just had to check something on Discord. Oh, man. At a perfect 69% too. What's that? At the Dreamcast guy thing, yeah. Beautiful. Although the math isn't mathing. 17 and 13, that's 30. And then 69, that's 99%. YouTube doesn't know how to math. They just don't. Like, learn to use decimal places. Man. It's a key site that does bundle. Okay. That makes sense. Math is hard. Yeah, math, to be fair, math is hard, and I hate it, and I hope I don't have to take many more math classes. I almost said any math classes, but I hope I don't have to take many more math classes. We shall see, though. Math is not hard. It was fine until, like, I mean, Algebra 1 in high school I did well in, but then once I hit geometry from that point onward, I was just terrible at it, so, you know, whatever. That's just me, though. I'm not much of a math guy. I mean, I took statistics this semester, but I'm pretty sure the only reason I did well is because it was a 100 level class, so. But either way, math is okay until letters start showing up. Yeah, pretty much. Once letters started showing up in math, it was over. You're a historian? So am I. Historian brothers. I was getting algebra and trig, but sucked at geometry. I did not like geometry much. And then you know, I love living life, just never having to use SOHCAHTOA. It's beautiful. It's like the memes, another beautiful day of not using sine, cosine, or tangent. Beautiful. Alrighty. So, I think we're going to start with this Dreamcast guy video, and then we'll go to this one after, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty. Hold on. Discord is pinging me real quick. Bing, boom, bomb. Alright. Let's do this.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here, and today.
Also, as per the usual, tell me if the audio balancing is good. I think it should be fine, but if it's not, I can turn it up or down.
A new Xbox game studio, which is probably a big shock because they just keep shutting studios down. Like, actually consider that. Microsoft bought Lionhead, the makers of Fable, and then shut them down.
Yeah.
343 Industries, which is now completely butchered Halo, which used to be great. Just last week, they shut down Tango and Arcane.
That is true.
Announcing a new game studio. At this point, the entire internet is both angry, confused, and absolutely laughing at the audacity of Microsoft.
What do you mean the audacity of Microsoft? The audacity of them to make a new, like, it's a whole, I can't remember who said it. Frit may have said it. It's a damned if they do, damned if they don't thing. You know? It's like, oh, they shut down these studios, like, like, I agree, you know, obviously Arcane and Tango, they shouldn't have been shut down, at least the way I see it. But at the end of the day, you know, again, we don't know what's going on at Xbox. We don't know what's best. And remember, as much as we like to think, oh, we have all the right ideas, you know, the people who are higher ups, they're there for a reason. So just have to keep that in mind. Fritz said it. Yeah, I thought so. He's wearing a Mario shirt. I actually think my brother has that shirt. I think he got it for Christmas one year. Either way. But, yeah.
Smacks Google, do your flipping job with the numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the 5, Ben. Yeah, do your flipping job with the numbers, Google. Like, it's funny. There's a calculator built... Look at this. There's a calculator built into Google, but they can't do decimals on YouTube. Whatever. Oh, man. But it's just hilarious. Damned if they do, damned if they don't. Like, they're not allowed to close a studio, but then they're not allowed to open a new studio either, because then people get mad at them for that. It's like, oh my god.
Let's take a look at this new studio and see what they're trying to achieve and why nobody believes they're being.
Man is trying to be queso with the Waffle House behind him. Yeah, seriously, why is there a Waffle House in the background? Like usually he has like Elden Ring or some other video game like scenery in the background. Why does he have Waffle House in the background? Whatever.
Hi, I hope you're having a great day. If you could give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
No. Also, Dreamcast Guy, you need to, I don't know how exactly this works. I'm assuming you like paid somebody to do this. Can you update this? Because you're at 200, look at this. He's at 239K. It still says 207K. This video is officially ruined for me.
Like
I'm kidding.
And subscribe if you haven't already. Now, if you
Tango Gameworks is part of the new studio, possibly. I mean, maybe. Maybe. I doubt it, but that would be... Actually, well, no, because they said... What did they say? I think developers from CD Projekt Red and from Naughty Dog are joining the studio. I think that's what was said. So, could be good, could be bad. I hope it's good. We'll have to see what happens.
Tornado sirens, they keep going off. I promise I'm completely fine. This is Texas, and for pretty much the entire month of May, they just randomly be like, oh, a tornado's coming. There's never a tornado. I promise I'm fine. But here we go.
All right.
Activision opens a new studio called...
What's up, Angel? Actually, wait, that reminds me. We never did it. Can we get an... Oh! Can we get a spam of that, please? I beg you. I need it in my life. I did. We forgot to do it. I was like, we're missing something. And that's what it was. And we're missing the O spam. There we go. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. No, Dan. No. Bad. Do not spam uwu. No. Do not do that.
Elsewhere Entertainment to develop a new narrative-based game and genre-defining AAA franchise. The studio will be based in Warsaw, Poland.
No, guys, stop. No, stop spamming uwu. Stop it. Stop it, okay? Okay? Just stop it. Oh, God, hold on. I'm trying to, beep, boop, bop, beep, beep, boop, boop, bop. Okay, there we go. Stop it. All right. No, stop.
Shut
no.
Up, clock in and load up.
God, stop it. I mean, I meant to hit the, no, not that.
Oh, scary. Oh, shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
Stop, chat. Stop with the ooh spam. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, but you guys are a handful. You know that? You apologize for that. You should. You started this uwu spam and now you're banned. No. He's lucky he's not in Houston. It got pulverized. Did it really? I mean, wouldn't know. Thankfully, was lucky enough to not be born in Texas, and I never plan on living there. So, too late. Apparently, the entire chat is full of uwus now, and I don't. God. Just got here, and now you're God. Texas isn't that bad. Hey, I mean, is it not the? I mean, I've never been there, so I guess I can't really speak on it fully. But from what I've seen, you know, weren't they trying to secede recently or something? Yeah, whatever. We're not gonna get into that. As a Texan, we just go with it. That's what I'm doing. It's called reverse psychology. I tell people not to do it, and then they do it, and it's funny. You know, that's the joke. Anyway, all right. Have you guys gotten the uwus out yet? Are we good? Okay, good.
Is a combined team that can.
Why am I disrespecting Texas? Just because everything I've seen about it seems terrible. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
Consists of a collection of storytelling experts that include people that worked on the
Don't mess with Texas. Don't mess with Texas, partner. We got more guns than you do. Yeehaw.
Last of Us, Uncharted, The Witcher, Cyberpunk, Destiny, The Division, and Far Cry. Now, let me just stay right up front. I'm not going to knock this team. I'm not going to knock the individual developers. But at this point, Activision and by extension Microsoft, they're not trustworthy. Obviously so. But this is funny because I had a leak a couple years ago. I had a source talk to me that, for
Oh
whatever
no.
reason,
Oh no, here we go, guys. He had a source talk to him. He's got an inside man. You know, he's got insider information. Remember that video where he tried to claim that
Edge
he
Knight
had
1789 has become a member.
Hey, Edge Knight, thank you for becoming a member, man. You know what? That reminds me. Let me put up the members Discord link in the community tab real quick. Hold on. It's that time of the night where I get sidetracked for a moment and do something.
ND, CDPR, Bungie, and Ubisoft are working at Elsewhere Studio. I got to say the studio has a lot of potential.
Yeah, exactly, Black Cobra. Thank you for the 5. Yeah. No, the studio has a lot of potential. We'll see if they can follow through on it. And you got to remember, though, just because they come from that studio doesn't mean they were the good part of the studio. They could have been like not great parts of the studio, or like they could have been the less useful aspects. Well, whatever. You get the point. It could be good. It could be bad. So hold on. Discord link for new members. Yes. All right. I'll put that up. All right, guys. I guess I'll take this to do a shit this time. Yeah, I can't talk. I will take this time to do a shameless plug. There we go. Jesus Christ. If you want to join the Discord and voice chat with me like every single day, become a member. It's only $1. You can cancel it right after you do it. You just got to join through the community tab. Anyway, God. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Jesus. Is that the same source that showed him the Sonic the movie trailer and how great it was going to be? Yeah, it's also the same source that showed him, or that told him that the PS5 was going to be doing 8K at 120 FPS, and it was going to have an SSD. Remember that? It's that same source, yeah. Did I say I was going to do a crap? No, I never said that. Quatsy can't talk.
Sony isn't trustworthy either. No company is, so what is his point considering this hippo that was beaten with an ugly tree sucks off Sony 24/7 XD?
Thank you for the 5, Devastator. Yeah, no company is trustworthy. Like, let's be real, not even the best companies out there are not trustworthy. Like, I wouldn't even trust FromSoft completely. I trust them more than the other companies, but they're still, like, not very trustworthy because at the end of the day, they're a corporation, you know? God, is this uwu stuff ever gonna end? You can't talk because you haven't got your uwu out. Okay, you know what, chat? Get another uwu spam. Get all the uwus out just so I can talk properly. God, please. And I wonder what my parents, because my parents are probably listening to this right now. I wonder what they think of this. God, what a mess. And there goes the uwus again. All right, I'm gonna rage eat a graham cracker real quick. Ah, God, Jesus Christ. It just split in half and crumbs went everywhere. Oh, no. Oh, my God, no, what a mess. You ever leave a graham cracker out for like a few hours and it gets kind of soft? I just bit into it and it split in half and crumbs went everywhere. Oh, my God. I can't even rage eat properly. Ugh.
Is it the same source that said PS5 equals Nvidia Tech?
Thank you for the 2, Edge Knight. Most likely, yeah. PS5 is equivalent to a 3090, you know, that whole thing. Oh, man. All right. Do I like Mexican food? I don't have Mexican food often, but, I mean, I like me some tacos, you know? And there's certain... I can't remember. We went to like this Mexican restaurant years ago and they had really good chicken. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was really good. All right. Is it out of your systems? Can we continue? Thank you.
Microsoft is obsessed with Uncharted. I have no idea why that specifically, but a bunch of people inside of Xbox saw Uncharted as the perfect Sony golden goose. The fact that you could just make different cool adventures. And, you know, Nathan Drake is exploring tombs. He could theoretically have his family members. There's like a game that maybe someday we'll get an Uncharted game with his daughter, or... you know, all sorts of prequels. We could have an Uncharted movie that made a bunch of money. For whatever reason, apparently Microsoft wants to have their own version of Uncharted, like a big set-piece focused action-adventure franchise that they could really just print money with. I mean,
yeah, because, you know, if it makes a lot of money, why wouldn't they want it, you know? Why not?
I think this is that. I think they're finally attempting to make that true genre defining.
Honest thoughts on South Dakota? Useless. No, I'm kidding. But the only thing there is Mount Rushmore. Other than that, I'm not even kidding. I think there's literally like only 1 million people that live there. On states by population map. Let me look. I don't know if you guys can see this, but yeah. Sorry, both North and South Dakota have less than 1 million people. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. Both Dakotas blow. What's up, friendly dork? Now, Delta, my question is, have you been there? Because you just gave me crap for criticizing Texas earlier. But have you been to the Dakotas? If not, you're a hypocrite, and I hate... No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, the Dakotas literally have less than 1 million people each, which is crazy when there's, 350 million people, or roughly, in the U.S. That is crazy. You've been there for work? Wow. Nice. Never been to the U.S.? Stay far away. Stay very far away. Do not come over here. It's bad. Do not come over here. All right. Anyway.
Single player narrative based adventure.
How about Alabama?
I think this is
sorry. Hold on. Alabama, there is which one is Alabama? I'm kidding. I know it's this one. No, just kidding. Well, it's one of these. I know that. So it's got at least 2 million, Yeah, you would think I would know this. Alabama's this one, right? That my mouse is on. Right here. It's this one. So somebody please verify if I'm correct or not. That is okay. Yeah, no, because this is Georgia, this is Alabama, this is Mississippi, right? And then isn't this Arkansas? I believe so. I don't know my states. I know because here's the thing. I know most of these states, and I know like these states over here, and then obviously like Texas and stuff. Like right here is just what, and then here is like I half know it. I know this is North and South Carolina. I know that. And then Virginia and West Virginia, and then Tennessee, and then you have New Jersey, Maryland, and Delaware in there, in like this little crevice, and then Pennsylvania. Or sorry, that's New Jersey. My mistake. And then yeah, Maryland and Delaware, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, and Maine. Behind Kansas, I don't know where Kansas is. Why are we talking about this? We're getting so off topic. Ever heard of geography class? I have never taken a geography class before. Do they even exist? Like, are geography classes even a real thing? I have never met somebody who has taken a geography class. I mean, I guess social studies, technically. Whatever. How do I not know I live in the USA? I don't need to know where every single state is. The only states that are of any concern to me are these ones up here. Okay, these up here, and then like some of the big ones like Cali and Texas, you know that just because, they're very recognizable. I don't need to know about anything that goes on in this like general section right here. My worries lie up here because this is where I live. So, I mean, just because I live in the U.S. doesn't mean I know where every single state is.
Probably that. But if you scroll to the comments,
World Geo is a class in South Dakota. Interesting.
Everybody is talking about exactly what you would expect them to be talking about. This studio is going to be shut down here in the next 2 years for a tax break. Oh, so you're going to close studios down, and yet now you're going to open a new studio? Even if
because it's Activision that's opening this new studio. They were closing down those Bethesda studios, but then they're going to open this new Activision studio. So, I mean, it's like all under Xbox, yes. But, I mean, just because they close down studios, that doesn't mean they can't open a new one. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I'd be excited about.
So the studio has experience with RPGs, sci-fi first-person shooters and Sony-style movie games, so we could get some interesting games from them XD.
Yeah, I mean, there's potential there, Devastator. Thank you for the 5. There's definitely a lot of potential with this new studio. We'll just have to see if it plays out.
about this. I have seen some Xbox people already being like, look,
try guessing the counties in England. I would rather not. In fact, you know what? Maybe, I mean, we would be getting way off topic. Maybe at some point we can do like one of those speed state guessing quizzes, you know? What are those called? Like, what's the name of one of those sites? Maybe we can do one of those at some
Xbox is
point.
going to have great games in 4 or 5 years. Yeah, take that. Look, I don't know how to explain to you how reality works and the linear progression of time, but this is a bad moment to be announcing a game studio right after you close down some studios, and there is rumors that are
I mean, is it a bad time though? Like, because this was probably announced partially to lessen the blow of the closings, right? Because it's like, oh, they just shut down these studios, you know, what are they doing? But it's like, oh no, guys, here we are, we're opening up this new studio. So like, is it really such a bad thing that they're announcing this right after? Is that such a bad thing? It wasn't even Microsoft that announced it. It was Activision. Exactly, Delta. Exactly.
well
Censored
substantiated.
1080 has become a member.
Hey, thank you, Censored, for why did I say thank you? Thank you, Censored. Yeah. Thank you, Censored, for being a member for 3 months.
It's about to be a bunch more studio closures over at Xbox. And I
Closures.
noticed some people are a little bit upset. Like, hey, stop making the same jokes about shutdowns. Oh my god. Look, buddy, I hate to tell you this, but all we can do is laugh. So many companies are doing layoffs. We've seen Square Enix doing layoffs, PlayStation,
Including Sony. There you go.
EA doing layoffs. Everybody's doing layoffs, but Microsoft shutting stuff down. As much as I
What was that? Oh god. Now we officially have DreamcastGuy moaning. Everybody. Okay, we got to put that on the soundboard at some point.
want to try and be excited about this.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Sony just shut down a studio earlier this year? Hold on. Sony shuts down studio. I swear to God, they just shut down a studio. Yeah, no, they shut down London studio. Wasn't there another one though? Yeah, no. See, so they literally just shut down a studio earlier this year, and DreamcastGuy was dead silent on that. But here we are. As soon as Xbox does it, then it's a bad thing, right? Also, even if you were coincide with Microsoft, it falls in line with what Xbox is planning to go and make bigger titles, as much as like Tango, Hi-Fi Rush is a small AA game. Yeah, exactly. Although I think part of the problem is it did not help that Matt Booty came out right after they closed Tango and then said, "Oh, we need small games that win awards." Yeah, because you know that's literally what Hi-Fi Rush was, and then you close down the studio. But okay, man, I feel like that was the big issue with that. Don't get me started with morons like Matt. Dude, see, this whole DreamcastGuy is saying, oh, this studio opening announcement thing, this was like a horrible time. No. Matt Booty's statement about we need smaller games that win awards, that was horrible timing. That was bad timing. This is not. This isn't like contradictory or anything. You can close studios and open new ones. Like, that's fine. But when you shut down a studio and then a day later talk about how you need the types of games that those studios made, that's where we have a problem. Guys, yes, ooh. Can we stop saying ooh? Oh my, is this stream just going to be an ooh spam? Yeah, maybe I should open a P.O. box. Somebody can send me some cat ears or something. I don't know. I should not have suggested that.
A lot of games now take...
And now the ooh spam is back. Gee, ow, crap. I just hit my finger on the desk. And now the ooh spam is back. Jesus Christ. All right. Nintendo, are you here? I have an idea. I'll talk to you later about it.
To make a lot of stuff, particularly takes 5 years to make. So even if this company is setting up shop today, we're not going to see whatever this project is until at least 2029. I do not believe
maybe. I mean, it could be sooner, could be later. We'll have to see.
For a second that Activision or Microsoft is going to foot the bill, and pretty much everybody is roasting them over this. Wow, it's quite a look to open a studio a week after closing 4 other studios. Like, oh, so you can't keep Arcane Austin or Tango, which are already making award-winning games. I know.
I mean, but it's not. This didn't have anything to do with being able to afford the studios. You know, this was nothing about affording the studios. It's just Microsoft has been pretty clear they want bigger games. You know, like, despite what Matt Booty said, you know, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that his whole thing about, we need big or small games that win awards. Yeah, that was a bunch of BS. That was PR nonsense. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. It's pretty obvious that they just want bigger, they want bigger studios making bigger games. And I guess they just decided, you know what? Like, because that's the thing, you got to keep in mind, not everybody got laid off who was in those studios. Like, what was there was that one studio, I can't remember the name of it, but like all the employees got transferred to ZeniMax to work on Elder Scrolls Online. So it's not like everybody got laid off. It's just, you know, maybe they decided they didn't need that many studios. Here's the thing, too. He's been crying about people losing their jobs. Now they create jobs. He's crying. That's another thing, Delta. Exactly. That's another. DreamcastGuy always loves to, what's it called? What's it called? Take a moral stand. What's it called? I can't think tonight. My brain does not function. Take the moral high ground. That's what it is. He loves to take the moral high ground and be like, oh, these people are losing their jobs and all that stuff. But then when they open up a new studio to like give people more jobs and stuff, then he has a problem with that as well. Like, there is literally no winning at all.
Keep going back
Sony
to this,
shut down studios and made a studio as well.
Yeah, exactly, Black Cobra. Thank you for the 2. Yeah, they shut down studios and made new studios as well. Everybody does this.
Truly, it does actually make me angry that Arcane...
Spare me your crocodile tears. No, do not spam sussy clussy ooh. Thank you for the 2, Butterboy. Do not spam sussy clussy ooh. Don't do it. Do not. Okay? Stop it. Stop it.
E now king you woo.
Wait, what? Hold on. Thank you, Cheeseburger, for the 2. You're now king. Ooh. Oh God, no! I don't want to be. And there's the spam. I don't want to be king. No, Psalms. No, stop! Oh my God, this stream is an absolute disaster. What a mess. Because now I've got the whole chat spamming sussy clussy uwu, and what a disaster! Jesus Christ! All right. Oh boy. Alrighty.
And Tango were...
I'm not King Uwu. No, I am not King Uwu. Oh my God. All right. The questioning. Stop. Oh my God. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun night.
Already.
We're only a half hour. Oh God, sorry. We're only a half hour in, and this is what's happening. Today is going to be a disaster.
Arcane and Tango were already making games.
They were
already making games.
Yes,
that are good, that win awards, that are like
well, Arcane recently, not quite as much, but yeah,
already have a team and a production and a marketing. It annoys me that they are trying to spin up new studios right after shutting down other studios.
Why?
At this point, I feel like
why? Because like I mean, yeah, you know, they like obviously, you know, Tango made smaller games like Hi-Fi, and then I think what was it called? Arcane made some bigger games, right? Like they made Deathloop.
This is a normal super chat.
Okay, thank God. Thank you, Ben, for the 2. Thank you. We finally got a normal super chat. Praise God, we did it. How about Prince of the Uwus? No, none of that. Stop. Oh my God. This is going to be a thing. You guys are going to be typing this the whole time, aren't you? God, you all suck. Kidding, by the way. Ugh, I need to rage drink some water. DreamcastGuy has no idea how expensive a studio in the US is. I mean, again, I don't even think it was cost. I think it's just the games these studios were making weren't big enough, or the studios just didn't need to exist and they could just move the people to other studios. And now they're trying to open a studio with the sole purpose of like making these much bigger, like blockbuster games that make a ton of money and get a ton of media attention and stuff. Because, I mean, that's what's been working for Sony, so Microsoft's like, hey, let's take a crack at it.
Everybody is only talking about the future studio closures, because it doesn't matter if you make a good game, doesn't matter if you make a bad game. Xbox is going to shut you down if you're not making Call of Duty money. I did see somebody
I
say,
mean, that's not true. They're not going to shut you down if you're not making Call of Duty money. But I mean, Hi-Fi Rush, Hi-Fi Rush, great game and everything, right? People loved it, but it's pretty obvious that the game did not sell well. And it's even more obvious it didn't even really help Game Pass subscriptions much. So, I mean, these studios weren't even making Tango and Arcane weren't even making Call of Duty money. But okay.
This is Bunlith. I forget what the heck her
Lord and Savior. Ooh, guys, oh God. This is really just going to be a thing tonight. Thank God. Thank God Caden isn't here, man. This would be an absolute nightmare. I'm kidding.
Actual name is, but she's the person who made Bloodborne PSX a couple of years ago. She basically completely remade Bloodborne to work as like a PlayStation 1 game.
That's
this
cool.
It's free. It's very good. I've played it. It's shockingly fun. Well, she said this yesterday, and I feel like it's such an important sentiment. I'm worried about Ninja Theory because that's the people that are making Hellblade. I can imagine Hellblade 2 being as big and a critical success as the first game, and Microsoft will still shut them down.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't make the money that they wanted to, then yeah. Well, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, I hope Ninja Theory doesn't get shut down, but it is entirely possible. I guess we'll have to see what happens.
Regardless, I'm looking forward to playing it, but it'll probably be a sec because I have to work on other stuff. Okay, so here's the thing. I am in a spot where you cannot just actually address how Microsoft is behaving in a vacuum. I've been getting
what do you mean?
Some very mean tweets, a couple threats. Who cares? Whatever. I'm not.
Oh no, guys! He's getting mean tweets. Oh no! Boo hoo! Cry me a river. You guys, this is so sad, guys. You know what? We need to just shut the stream off. Honestly, you know what? That's it. We're ending stream. We can't do this anymore. We're bullying Dreamcast Guy too much, guys. I'm sorry. Stream's over. Have a good one, no, sorry. All right. Anyway, God, he's getting mean tweets. Boo-hoo, mean tweets. Exactly. Oh, no. Anyway.
But I see these people that say, you're overly critical of Microsoft because of recent behavior. But
it's half true. They definitely...
was when pipe wheezy wheezy when I way punished. Omega.
No. Butterboy, thank you for the 5, but absolutely not. What in God's name did I just listen to? What did my ears just have the displeasure of hearing? What was that message? Christ. You guys need to chill tonight, man. You guys are maybe you all need to be bonked. I don't know what it is. You guys are like off the rails tonight.
That's an unfair thing to say. I think gamers anger.
But anyway, like I was saying, I feel like it's half true because I mean, I feel like Xbox does get like too much crap sometimes. But I mean, like obviously with what happened with the studios, they deserved all the heat they got for that. But I do feel like it's over exaggerated at least sometimes, especially when compared to like the heat other companies get for doing stuff. But yeah, I mean, he's like half right on that.
Towards Microsoft is very well founded. If you have a good company that's cranking out good games, you have that backlog to lean on. I think Nintendo right now completely sucks. They're not making any games. But I don't
not really.
bash them about because they do have a good track record. Even if you don't particularly like, Mario Odyssey yourself, that was a good game. The last couple Zeldas have been
The
fantastic.
reason no one cared about PlayStation shutting down London studios is because they really didn't do anything aside from the iToy games you woo.
Why? It was, thank you for the 5 cents. It was a normal message, and then there's just a random ooh at the end. What is with you guys tonight? What is, are you horny? Is that what it is? Like, what is going on tonight? I don't understand.
That's with
in Before Harmon, yeah. We're gonna get there eventually, just not yet.
Link's Awakening, the fact that we
Helldivers 2, stop! Oh my God, you guys! I almost just ripped my phone off the counter. Sorry. Oh man, you guys are something else tonight. I need a girlfriend, boyfriend. I do not. Well, I probably do need a girlfriend to be fair. But what does this have to do with needing a girlfriend? What does this have to do with me needing a girlfriend? I mean, yes, thank you. It's true. But at the same time, you hurt my feelings. Ouchie. Ooh, no. God, see, now I've been affected. Now my brain is scrambled. And now I'm saying it as well. And now people are probably going to clip this and send it to Minx, and it's going to be terrible. Ugh. God. It spreads? Yeah. It's like, what's the block in Minecraft?
Because I'm evil, you woo.
God, censored. Yep, you are evil. Imagine, like, imagine Skeletor with an uwu face. Or something like that. Oh, I don't even want to imagine that. But, you know that block in Minecraft? The Skulk. The Skulk is what it's called. Clip it and ship it. Do not clip that and send it to Minx. I swear to God. She's going to put it on the soundboard and it's going to live on the internet. Well, it's going to live on the internet forever either way. But, God. Anyway, it's like this uwu epidemic. It's like Skulk in Minecraft. You try to destroy it, and then it spreads everywhere else. And now it's spread to my brain, and now I hate everything. No, do not clip it and ship it. No. We need to find Klutzy a girlfriend. You do not need to find me a girlfriend. I am fine.
We got a
sort of
Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Leave that to my parents.
Remake.
Vader with an uwu. No, I don't even want to think about that.
And all the good Zeldas that came, like obviously Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, like
both of which were good but overrated.
My thinking here is the fact that a company that has established some amount of brand confidence is going to get more leniency. If you make a bunch of bad games or no games, in Microsoft's case, you don't got a lot of room.
Well, and what do you mean no game? What they've been making? Oh, that's a pause.
Otherwise known as the Duku.
God, Celia Frost. God, why? Thank you for the 5. Why? What has caused this? One person said "ooh" earlier, and now it's like a whole meme tonight.
Swenpai Pweezy Weezy Quanibwe punished.
No, Lobo. No, okay, that's it. No, this is bad, chat. This is really bad. Guys, come on, calm down. This is turning into an Alex stream now. It's just we start a meme and then it goes on for the whole night and I get tortured. Stop, chat. We're going to break Klutzy. Yeah, I am going to be broke. I mean, I already feel like my brain is going to explode. And, man. This is bad, chat. I shouldn't have said his name. Why not? Is it going to summon him or something? It censored. What are you typing? I don't even know how to pronounce that. God, this is a whole stream.
You don't really have.
You sure we all didn't already break? Stop typing uwu after every single sentence. This is like a Minx thing. I swear to God. Did Minx send you all over here and tell you to do this? I swear to God, that's what it feels like.
Have a lot of room to actually do bad stuff or good stuff. It is extra weird to me.
Like I'm just trying to watch the videos and have a normal stream.
See you when Omega.
No, stop, Butterboy. Stop it. Stop with the uwus. No more. Do not. God. You know what? I feel like we need another uwu spam break.
Arcane and Tango all found out what life under bloated corporate overlords is like. Bean counters have no creative sensibilities.
Piers, thank you for the 5. Finally, a normal donation. Guys, this is a moment in history, right? You know the queso clip? This is a moment in history. Take a picture. No, do not bring the foot. God, I'll be right back. I have to fill up my water. Get all your uwus and foot spams out of the way. I'll be right back. Hold on. I gotta get some more water. It's been clipped and shipped. You've got to be kidding me. Did you actually send it to Minx? Are you kidding me right now? And I come back and the entire chat is just filled with oohs and feet. You know what? Attendo, are you here? I don't think he's here. But we got to make some emotes or something. Because if you all are going to bully me with this ooh stuff, and I am going to monetize the hell out of this. Did I wash my feet? No, I didn't wash my feet. What are you talking about? I went to refill my water. God. Anyway, what did I miss? Sorry. Oh, yeah, no, the iLobo. Yeah. It's been clipped and shipped to Minx. I hope to God it hasn't. Is she still streaming, by the way? No, stop taking everything I say and putting W's in there to make it an ooh voice. No. God. All right, whatever. I have to move on. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
What's up, Gabe?
No, get out of my face. No, we have to finish this video at least.
You have that backlog to lean on. I think Nintendo right now completely
dude, you're just encouraging it. Hey, David, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. That's the point. You know, have you ever heard of reverse psychology? That's the point. I know I'm encouraging it. All right, that's just a little secret between you and me. Okay, nobody else heard that. Cool.
You're not making any games, but I don't.
Thanks for all the laughs tonight. Sorry for ruining the chat. Dan, you did not ruin the chat. You made it 100 times better, and I'm glad I could make you laugh. Or chat can make you laugh, whatever. I'm glad we could provide you with entertainment.
Really bash them about because...
Hood, what? Butterboy, I swear to God, stop putting W's where R's should be in words. I'm gonna have a stroke. Oh my God.
They do have a good track record. Even if you don't particularly like, Mario Odyssey yourself, that was a good game. Last couple Zeldas.
Yes, it was. Anyway, okay, we gotta move forward.
My thinking here is the fact that a company that has established...
Sunayoges join us backwards. It's from the opening to the song Hell Awaits by Slayer. It's pronounced Sunayaj.
Okay, Censor, thank you for the 5. That makes sense. Okay, so it's join us. I will not be joining you in your uwu spamming. You do not get cat ears. Josh and I are the cool cat. What's up, Minx? I don't get cat ears, thank God. I don't want them. I don't want them. I don't want cat ears. And now Minx is here. She knows about what happened. And God. This whole thing has just been the worst. But thank you for the sandwiches, though. But yeah, no, I do not want cat ears. I don't want them anyway.
Brand confidence is going to get more leniency. If you make a bunch of bad games or no games, in Microsoft's case, you don't got a lot of rope. You don't really have a lot of room to actually do bad stuff or good stuff. It is extra weird to me.
I mean, but that doesn't mean we should just be dead silent. So basically you're saying Sony makes games that you like, therefore you're not going to report when, plus he said, oh my God, she didn't know and I just told her. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. What do you mean no games? They have 4 coming out this year. You have 1. Yeah, exactly, dude. Sony.
God, he looks like a love child of Ghoul and Mole Rat.
Oh man, that's mean, Devastator, but thank you for the 2. Oh no. Yeah, what do you mean they don't have anything coming out? They have more games coming out this year than Sony. Do you not realize that? And that's the thing. Just because Sony so he basically just admitted that because Sony makes games that he likes more, he's just going to ignore when they do bad stuff. Basically. So he just admitted to having a bias right there, essentially. Hold on, I'm getting DMs as well. What is this? Okay, no, it's that. Oh, man.
That Microsoft is...
Plus he gets a bear suit. Girls love bears more than men. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Omega.
No, Butterboy. No made outfit. Absolutely not. That's for Alex to do. But yeah, Minx, don't get me started on that whole thing. That was the worst. Yeah. You guys didn't see Minx's stream earlier. It was... We sure had a conversation about that. By the way, Minx, I am rage eating graham crackers tonight. The graham crackers are back. Finally. It's been a while. We back. And God, they taste good. Was chat done? I don't know. They've broken me. I am a broken man now. I came onto the stream because I wanted to have a good time, just have some fun, hang out with the chat. Excuse me. Talk about fanboys, whatever. Instead, I have been getting harassed for the last nearly hour by uwu spam. And I can't help but enjoy it, honestly. And now Minx is spamming uwu as well. We have failed as a society. It's official. We have failed as a society, or at least as a community. You know what? We're deleting the channel tonight. I will be deleting the channel on stream. I can't.
This is the last thing I want to say. I am still extremely skeptical of the behavior of Xbox. The fact that they will.
We know. Trust me, dude. We know.
A Phil Spencer statement about all these closures, all this anger, all this backlash. Like, I actually want to see somebody come out, even if it's just the standard BS talking to the camera. We're so sorry. Corporate BS. I want Microsoft to come out and explain why this studio deserves to live when all these other studios deserve to die.
I mean, do you really think they're going to do that, though? I mean, we can give you the answer right now. The other studios, Microsoft obviously didn't have big plans for them, or the games they were making, Microsoft didn't see a lot of potential in, so they closed those down, maybe fired some people, moved some people to different divisions, whatever, or not divisions, like different studios. And they opened this new studio with the intent on making very big and very profitable games. I mean, that's just it right there.
Tell me where the math is at. Tell me.
And now everybody is spamming uwu and feet again. Guys, can we go 1 minute? You know what? I'm going to set a challenge real quick. Let's see if we, let's open up a timer. Let's see if, no, stop. If we can go 1 minute. No, stop. Let's see if we can go 1 minute without uwu spam. All right? No uwus and no feet for 1 minute. All right? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's start. All right. Let's see if you guys can do it. I believe in you. And immediately there's feet. Okay. Nope. My trust was misplaced. I am disappointed in all of you. You didn't even last 10 seconds. I can't believe this. This is actually like, wow. Literally couldn't go 10 seconds without uwu and feet spam. You just say slurp? Yes, Migs. I had a sip of water. Yes, slurp. God, don't spam slurp.
What makes something successful enough to continue? If Indiana Jones...
You love the stream? So do I, man. So do I. This is great.
...sell 5 million copies, do they get shut down? If Gears of War 6 isn't popular enough, does it get shut down?
I mean, it probably, right? Because Coalition hasn't been doing jack for like 5 years. And now everybody is spamming a combination of slurp and uwu. I'm dropping my headphones. This is the worst thing ever. What is happening tonight? Why do you all insist on doing this to me? I'm not saying of those sorts, but yeah, Ben is like the only one in here who's being good. Best Clussy moment ever. It may, you know what? If this is where I peak on YouTube, I'm okay with that, honestly. I decided to stream. Yeah, that's true. I decide to stream. I deserve it. Anything bad that happens, automatically deserved. Stop spamming feet and uwu and slurpee. Stop. God.
You're going to start releasing all this stuff on PlayStation to attempt to make your money back?
I mean, maybe. I mean, PC alone will probably make their money back for a lot of games. I mean, PC alone made their money back for Starfield, so we'll see what happens.
Excuse my anger. It's just, I'm at a point where It sucks that Microsoft used to be so good, that the Xbox 360 was such a fun freaking console that actually made you want to jump online and play random matches with your friends. Like the rise of Xbox Live, I feel like will truly never be replicated. But at this point,
I mean, probably not. I can't really think of anything that would ever do it. It's certainly not going to be cloud gaming that does it. When I grow up, I want to be an uwu food. What does that mean? What does that mean that you want to be an uwu? What does that mean? What even is an uwu a thing? Is it like is it a job that you can have? Maybe that's one of the new positions at Microsoft. Maybe I should go look and see if they need to hire an uwu, and then I'll register for that, and I'll delete my channel, and everything will be fine, and I'll live a boring life for the next like 60 years or so. God, I need to take my shirt off. I'm actually sweating right now. Hold on. I am legitimately sweating. And it's not just because it's hot up here. Because you all did this to me. Check Discord. All right, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, Ben, thank God they're not saying that. That is true. At least they're not saying that. I'm sweating. Yeah. No, I'm sweating. My back is soaked right now. Like, fly me in a helicopter over a desert with my back pointed down. I will water it. There will be glorious trees and plants that grow from the ground. Oh my God, Minx, stop. Yes, Minx, I know that's what the uwu face looks like, but how can one grow up to become an uwu? What? Why am I trying to argue this? God.
Microsoft not only sucks, they're bad for video games. But that's just been my off-the-cuff thoughts. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, we know how you feel, man.
About this? Because, God, I want you to explain.
The Slurp Clan? Absolutely not. We are not the Slurp Clan. I would rather be pretty much anything than the Slurp Clan. That is no, absolutely not.
To me. Well, thanks for watching, gamers. If you could, give this video a like, subscribe.
Absolutely not. No, Dreamcast guy. You know what? I'm disliking it, not just because the video was bad, but also because chat is ruining everything for me. God. Oh my God, the chair is cold. I forgot. Have your shirt off. You put your back against the chair. It's kind of cold. Mama approves. Well, I'm glad that you approve of this, Minx. Your approval is all I need in life. Moist is already taken. Ooh, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? The Slurp Clan? We are not the Slurp Clan. Wasn't Sony the reason for the price increase? Yes. Thank God. I think that is the first normal chat I have seen in the last like 20 or 30 minutes. Not gonna lie. That is the first normal chat I have seen in like a good half hour or so.
Are we the Uwu clan or the Slurp clan?
No, Cheeseburger. Thank you for the 2. We are neither. You know what? How about this? We are, you know what? I love me some Helldivers. We are a democracy. I have an idea. Yeah, that's what I was thinking makes vote. Yeah, let's have everybody vote. What clan are we? I did not mean to do that. Hold on. All right, so we got that. I'm going to have you guys vote on this. Hold on. I can't type. There we go. The clam? No.
Howding out you swamp for Kwasi.
What is that? Wait. No, Butterboy, absolutely. Thank you for the 2, but no. Hold on, I gotta.
Kuma, bear, made outfit for classy when?
No, we are not doing a made out. I don't even have a what's it called? I don't even have like have a face cam or anything. All right, hold on. Sorry. There you go. There's a poll. I can't believe that's a real poll I just made, but go ahead and vote. Which clan? What clan do you want to be? And the Uwu clan is winning by a landslide. Of course it is. I hate everything about. I just hurt my hand slamming it. God. I am getting. This is so bad. I am getting physically injured because of it. Great. So we're the Uwu clan. Why? Simply why? I love democracy. No. It's democracy, not that word. And yeah, of course, great. So we're the Uwu clan. Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Yes, Ben, I just saw your DM, Ben. Yes, this is getting way out of control. You wanted it to be the Slurp clan? Well, too bad. Because apparently, of like the 40 people that voted, 42, sorry. No, we love you, Clussy. Stop. I'm begging you. Dude, no, absolutely not. This is the worst. What's the hold on. Actually, I don't even need to open a new tab because we're done with this video now. This is the worst. No, I don't care about. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
This is the worst.
I need to soundboard this ASAP. We love you, my Uwu King. Stop, please. I'm begging you. I am begging on my hands and knees. Stop. How about Clan McClan phase? How about we don't be a clan? Hold on one second. Great. And now my parents are home, so now they're going to hear me yelling to you guys about being the Uwu clan, and they're going to be confused out of their minds, and they're probably going to want to ask me about it tomorrow morning, and that's going to be incredibly awkward. Thanks, everybody. You are already dead? I feel like I've died and come back to life like 5 times during this stream, and Gar is just in here loving this, of course. You decided to stream? I did not decide to become the Uwu clan. That was literally a democratic choice made by all of you. Oh man, yeah, but seriously, this is me right now.
This is the worst.
This is actually the worst. This chat is just as cringe as Alex's chat. Congratulations, let's see what's going on. Oh no, guys, Delta doesn't like you anymore. Oh no. Be sure to be sad about that. You just came in? Yeah, great. So now the people who just came in are going to be beyond perplexed. You want my Infinity Gauntlet to end this? Yes. Ben, could you please, if you have the Infinity Gauntlet, please snap. I beg you. Snap my whole chat away. I am begging you. All right, we gotta move on. We can't be talking about this all night.
What?
This is so sad. Can we get 50 Uwus? No, we cannot. Absolutely not. All right, whatever. We're moving on to DreamcastGuy's video where he talks about Game Pass. Apparently, this one's good.
Gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about Xbox because a big new report was just released that Game Pass is making a final big gamble. They're going to put Call of Duty into Game Pass this year. And it seems like...
what do you mean final? Wasn't this always the plan? To do that? What wasn't the plan always to put COD into Game Pass? Day and date or not? Yeah, I don't see how this is like a final... Yeah, okay, whatever.
This is probably going to raise the price of the service. We're going to get a big price increase for Game Pass, but additionally, I think this is the final experiment. This is their test to see if they can actually make Game Pass profitable before they just give up on gaming altogether.
Whoa, hold on. We got to slow down there for a second. We got to slow down. Give up on gaming altogether, even if Game Pass gets shut down and goes away, do you really think they're going to give up on gaming altogether. They just spent $80 billion on companies. You really isn't Game Pass profitable? I don't know. I know it's stagnated. I don't know if it's profitable, though. But, yeah, that pause, that was a good pause. Okay, chat, I want you to answer me this. Do you think Microsoft spent $80 billion on game companies just to close down and stop getting into games? Do you think that? Type 1 if you think that Microsoft is going to leave gaming, and type 2 if you think they're not going to. It's all good, bro. He'll be there to give his honest review on opening day. True. No? Yeah, look at all those 2s. I knew it. See? Look at that. I didn't think so either. Just making sure.
Let's talk about that. And let's.
So why are you typing uwu to? Oh boy. I'm sure I'm going to get a stern talking to from Delta after this about how I need to stop streaming because my chat is cringe.
Take a look at the report. Hi, I hope you're having a great day.
Game Pass costs $1 billion and generates $4 billion. Is that true? I haven't confirmed that or not.
If you could, give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so here we go.
Worst comes to worst, COD doesn't meet the metrics. They get rid of Game Pass and go back to the traditional route or go third party. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what it's going to be. If COD on Game Pass doesn't save Game Pass, then they'll probably just get rid of Game Pass and just move on.
Wall Street Journal has just published a report talking about the fact that Microsoft is going to release the next Call of Duty, which is rumored to be Black Ops 6.
So does that mean the Dreamcast, the thing you're named after but probably never played, would cease to exist if Game Pass shut down?
What do you mean? Thank you for the 5 cents. What do you, the Dreamcast, the thing that your name after probably never played would cease to exist. What do you mean it would cease to exist if Game Pass shut down? What do you mean? Those numbers, last time I checked, are for Game Pass. All right. I mean, I'll take your word for it. Just got here. What's been good? Butterboy, silence. You did not just get here. You were one of the key perpetrators in this uwu nonsense.
And they're going to announce it at the Xbox Showcase coming up in June. But
I mean, that's what the screenshots and everything have suggested. And plus, I mean, why wouldn't they announce COD at the show? That alone would bring in so many viewers.
If you actually consider this is a very...
Delta, why did you time Butterboy out? What was that for?
Very tough sell. This is a move that I think...
He'll just get here in a minute. God damn it, Delta.
...is going to either work very well, or more likely, it's going to totally explode in Microsoft's face. Microsoft plans a major shake.
I mean, I think that they're definitely going to have to raise the price of Game Pass, but if they could get away with a price increase, and then they do put COD on Game Pass day and date, I think...
Benjamin Andrelokin, with the power of the Infinity Gauntlet, hereby declare that we end all these shenanigans and return to a normal live stream.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you for the 5, and thank you for returning us to a normal stream. No more uwu spam. Delta doesn't have to die of cringe now. Everything is going to be okay. Ah, man. These PlayStation guys ever talk about PlayStation? Yes, but only when it's positive. Which is why they haven't been doing it much recently.
Of its video game sales strategy.
But yeah, anyway, what I was saying is I feel like if they do go day and date with COD and do a slight price increase on Game Pass, I think there's a good chance it could work.
By releasing the coming installment of Call of Duty to its subscription service instead of the long-time lucrative approach of selling a game a la carte. Now, for the most part, I think we could all acknowledge that Call of Duty is making
Hold on 1 second.
Billions.
1 second, I got pinged in Discord. What's happening in here? Hold on. Oh my! And now Minx put the stream in the Discord, and okay.
Billions of dollars. The entire reason for the Activision Blizzard
Minx, why are you like this?
First place was clearly the fact that Xbox wanted Call of Duty. They
wanted
access to the biggest gaming franchise on the planet. I mean,
yes.
Not to be a Call of Duty
hater. Would all of the
game...
previously released games and systems just cease from existence if Game Pass shut down? Also, that question directed at Pizza Face. Also, I stole the gauntlet, you woo.
God damn it. Thank you for the 10s. Ow, I gotta stop slamming my hand. I just hit it on the corner of the desk. Thank you for the 10, man. Ugh. You stole the gauntlet. Well, there we go. So now the uwu spam's probably gonna come back. Fantastic. But what do you mean with all games and systems? Oh, you mean like if they shut down Game Pass, then like Call of Duty as a whole would disappear? Because I mean, no, I'm not entirely understanding, but whatever. Thank you for the 10.
Games are good, but they're definitely extremely casual. There are people
either it's get caught on Game Pass or pay $70. That's what it seems like.
that go and buy Call of Duty every single year. They just go and spend their cash on it back to back to back. And that upfront sales, that just
he wants Game Pass gone. Yeah, I know he does.
It's so much income, followed by microtransactions and skins and season passes and map packs. So the fact that they're trying to...
I mean, Call of Duty has not done map packs since what, like Black Ops 4 or something like that. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. What was the last game that Call of Duty did map packs in? Wasn't it BO4? Or am I wrong about that? I'm pretty sure it was BO4.
What type of character do you imagine dual-wielding flaming chainsaws? That's a random question that's not related to this stream in any way.
Thank you for the 5, Dragonclaw. You mean like a character that already exists? Or like, I mean, when I think of flaming chainsaws, I immediately think of like one of those memes where it's like a skeleton with like 2 guns. Or like, you know those skeleton memes where they're just like doing random stuff and it's just got the most random text that has nothing to do with a skeleton. That's what so yeah. Like some crazy like buff skeleton just dual wielding fire chainsaws or something. I don't know.
Test removing that up.
Thought it was BO2. No, I'm pretty didn't BO3 in like World War II and stuff, didn't those have map packs?
Pay. The fact that they're going to take something they just spent $70 billion on and put it out there essentially for free. I think
it's not, dude. Why this Dreamcast? Why do all these people keep doing this? It is not free. It is not essentially free. You are paying $10+ a month, and after COD comes to Game Pass, it's probably going to be like $20 a month. How in any way is that essentially free? That is, oh my god, I don't get it.
It is a move that I think they are going to instantly regret. Now, a lot of people are just sort of laughing at this because it is bizarre that this is an announcement that seems...
I was asked to be here because a woman online told me that you don't like it when a lowercase w being between 2 uppercase u's. Can you confirm this?
Thank you for the 5, Pidgey. Yes, that is true. I do not like that. I do not like that specific combination of letters, so don't spam it, whatever you do.
A bit too late. Like, here's Paul Tassi, writer for Forbes, saying this. It was inevitable they do this. The question is whether it would happen this year or the next. They're way too down the rabbit hole, committed to Game Pass at this point to start making exceptions for first-party games.
That's true. They can't be making exceptions at this point because that would just look really bad for them.
And this is one of the only remaining places that can drive new subs.
I have made a severe and continuous slap in my judgment and I wish to apologize.
All right, well, at least you apologize, Butterboy. Thank you for the apology. See, there you go, the good ending.
People are, of course, all the replies are like, okay, Game Pass is about to be $25 a month. So, yeah,
I hope not.
This is going to be a two-pronged dumpster fire because they're definitely going to increase the price of Game Pass.
I mean, yes, that is inevitable.
Is deniable at all. But additionally, I think that internally, companies have sales metrics. They go, okay, we spent $300 million on advertising. We spent $200 million on development. So it needs to sell at least 10 million copies to break even.
Yes. Would all video games ever released be Thanos snapped from existence if Game Pass shut down? All physical copies turned to dust and downloads deleted?
No, that would not happen, Censored. Thank you for the 5.
It's going to bomb. I'm going to call it right now. You can clip it. I'm filming this at 10 a.m. on
All right, he said clip it. Let's go back again. He said clip it.
Copies to break even. So this thing is going to bomb. I'm going to call it right now.
It's going to bomb.
Clip it. I'm filming this at 10 a.m. on May 17th. This is about to be the lowest selling Call of Duty of all time. Now it's going to bump up some Game Pass
I
numbers.
mean, yeah, but that's the thing. You got to think about it this way. COD sells tens of millions of copies each year. So if most of those people go to Game Pass, then yeah, COD sales numbers will drop. But then you'll have the Game Pass numbers will go way up. And, that's what they want.
Kind of the point in a way.
Yeah.
Game Pass is in a weird spot because I do think that people are beginning to miss the olden days. People are beginning to miss the Xbox 360 era or early PlayStation 4, where there was back-to-back good releases, but also there was always something to play. There was always something you could pick up for $50 or $60 or indie games for $20.
I mean, that is literally what's happening right now. There's thousands of AAA games and tens of thousands of indies. We are in that position right now.
Now, not only is everything $70, but a lot of stuff breaks broken, unfinished, with season passes, filled with DLC on day one, and people are starting...
That's why you should buy indies, just saying. Most indie games don't have that stuff. Let AAA gaming die. That's all I'm saying. Let it die. Let it burn.
To go, okay, well... what is this going to do in the long run?
And of course, now makes this thing slurp. God.
Game Pass good for gaming or bad for gaming? Now, here's a good point.
It is good.
Currently, Game Pass is just a standard 2-tier system, and we don't know what tier of Game Pass this is going to be. As it currently exists, there's the core, which is pretty much just multiplayer, and then
that's just Xbox Live Gold, basically.
Game Pass Ultimate, which is where you get access to typical Game Pass. So that's basically, this is how you get the hundreds and hundreds of games, plus new games on day one. I think this price is definitely going to go up. In fact,
yes.
I even said that. I said, okay. So
I would imagine core is going to stay the same, and Ultimate is going to go up to $20. That's my guess.
I think this price is definitely going to go up. In fact, I even
said
that.
It may be even higher than 20.
Remember this tweet. Game price is about to go.
They're going to charge people $100 for. $100 a year. Yeah, but not $100 a month.
Way high. I think
20 to 25 max. Yeah, 25 absolute max. There's no way they would go above 25.
They're going to increase it at least $4 or $5. People are like, oh, they're going to increase the price of PlayStation Plus. Okay, I don't know why this person is throwing that out. That's also stupid. PlayStation Plus, obviously, nobody should compare PlayStation Plus to Xbox Game Pass.
Have you not done that before, though? Like, haven't you literally done that before?
Xbox Game Pass has a lot of good games. PlayStation Plus, whatever. I pay for premium, and I often regret it. But here's the thing. A lot of people are talking about this because as good as this will be in the short term, I think it's going to lead to a lot of bad things all at once. This is truly going to go down in the record books of Xbox as a catastrophe in the long run.
All right, how so? That is a bold claim right there. This will be a catastrophe in the long run. How exactly, sir?
I'm being hyperbolic or overly bleak, but Xbox has made frequent sloppy mistakes. The whole thing with the Xbox One, telling people not to buy the Xbox One, forcing the Kinect, and trying to make stuff like originally when the Xbox One was about to come out, it did not have used games. I guess people kind of forget that today. And ever since then, they've kind of been trying to keep up. Microsoft is now so far behind on console sales. I did a video yesterday that they're actually down 5-1. For every one Xbox that sells, 5 PS5 sells.
That is true.
Insane.
Yes.
And I think Game Pass, they are relying everything on this. If Microsoft can't figure out how to...
It's not everything. Like it's not like if this doesn't work, Xbox is going to shut down. Yeah, that's a bit hyperbolic, I would say. Is that even is that the right word, hyperbolic? That's a bit extreme.
Game Pass actually proud.
We were bringing up the Xbox One. It's been over a decade, brother. Let it go. Yeah, exactly. Everything he just talked about happened like 11 or 12 years ago. Like, why are we bringing this up?
I think we're going to see the entire bubble pop. They're not going to keep spending hundreds of millions of dollars buying new games, buying new studios, paying to have good developers doing good work. If it's not lucrative, these companies exist to make a profit.
Yeah, and guess what? Want to know what's funny about that? I mean, you know, you can hate Xbox all you want. You can think they're the worst company ever. You can hate all their games. At the end of the day, they're like what, top 3, top 5 highest revenue earners in all of gaming. So, I mean, let's look it up. Hold on. Xbox revenue. I think Newzoo should have it. Right. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. I just want to see it. No, where's there was like one, where was the chart? Yeah. No, not, no. Oh, I think it was this one. Nope, never mind. Okay. I can't find it. Whatever. They have like an entire list. Like top whatever, like 30 companies by revenue. And Xbox was at like what, 4th or 3rd or something like that. So, I mean, you can hate on Xbox all you want. Whatever they're doing, no matter how bad it may seem, it's working to some extent. The bubble already popped. That's why these people are getting laid off and studios are closing across the gaming industry. Yeah, pretty much, Delta. Pretty much. Lurk mode for watch time. Have some sandwiches. Thank you. Makes everybody say thank you to Makes for the sandwiches.
Pass is such a weird idea where...
And also thank you for causing chaos.
Yes, on paper, hypothetically, it could work if you get, 50 million subscribers, 100 million subscribers. Like, if enough people are paying you $10, $20 a month, it will pay off for those big projects.
Yes, it will.
If you're putting something like Call of Duty in, something that would give you instantly...
You should just come on them off tonight. Delta, you are welcome to hop in. You are welcome to hop in if you feel like it, man.
Billions of dollars back, and just choosing not to accept that money. Man, this is a very interesting gamble. I don't think it's going to work out, but everybody right now, this is Charlie Intel. This is like a Call of Duty News Twitter account, and they said, with Xbox including Call of Duty to Game Pass, what do you think Microsoft does? Here, let's refresh this and make sure we get the full access to this poll. So, look at this. It currently has 5,000 votes in just the last 10 minutes, and it says here, they're definitely...
Here's why Xbox and Sony are doing Game Pass to be exposed, because they know it's working. Yeah, exactly. Like, again, we could sit back... We can be armchair intellectuals all we want. We can say like, I could run this company this way and it would be so much better. At the end of the day, the companies know what they're doing, and that's why they're on top. So
going to increase the
you gotta consider that.
Increase the price of Game Pass, put it only on Game Pass Ultimate, increase store bundles, no changes. Yeah, I mean, of course they're going to increase the price of Game Pass.
Yeah, it's obvious they're going to increase Game Pass.
Wonder what Orman Smith said this time.
I have no idea, but it's going to be bad. Thank you, Butterboy.
Also has a higher cost, and they're going to gradual Game Pass increase over the next couple of years. Yeah, so
maybe
this is one of the things I think.
I think it's just going to be like an instant increase to like 20, and then they're going to leave it there probably.
It's going to kill Game Pass the most. I think they're going to jump it up to $20 a month here in the next 2 months. I think the price is...
Well, but the question is, will that really kill it though? Because it's like, yeah, that's a price jump, and people don't like that. But at the same time, adding Call of Duty day and date into Game Pass, like the amount of value that adds, I think most people would consider it worth like a $2 or $3 price jump.
It's going to go up, and I genuinely believe that before Call of Duty comes out,
he's so salty. He is.
Be a second price increase. I do think that Game Pass is going to go up to $25 a month.
I don't think it's going to be that big of a jump. That would be a very substantial jump from $17 a month to $25. That's a very substantial jump. I think it's going to be from 17 to 20, or hell, maybe even 17 to 18
the next year, which sucks. But I think it's the only way that the weirdo executive people over at Microsoft can even fathom paying back a $70 billion acquisition. Now, the last tweet I wanted to look at is this one here from Jeff Grubb, because I do think This spells out the bleakness of the Xbox experiment. Putting Call of Duty on Game Pass and not launching it on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, if that doesn't move the needle on getting people to adopt the Xbox as their chosen next-gen device, then that's it. This is the final hurrah of Xbox.
I really don't think it is, though. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to hit C. I don't think this is like it for like, even if like, let's say Game Pass completely fails. Let's say the Call of Duty on Game Pass thing, it's a complete disaster. They have to abandon it. Like, Xbox is still going to exist as a company, and they're still going to be putting out games, and they're still going to be making consoles, even if it doesn't sell well. Again, they're still one of the top revenue earners. They are still going to exist, even if it all goes to hell.
Xbox. I do think it's going to be bad for the industry when they inevitably implode and go the Sega path and go fully third party, but it is just strange to see how the purchasing of Activision Blizzard is going into the history books as the worst move they've made.
How? What are you talking? That is actually
Guy
just straight up
deep
wrong.
Breaths and blinks every 5 words.
Yeah, it seems like a DPD, Huntress. Thank you for the 2. But how has it been the worst mistake they've ever made? They are, what, equal with or above Sony in terms of revenue, or like right behind them? How is it the worst? It's one of the better decisions they've ever made, I would say. Like, how is it a bad decision to buy one of the biggest publishers out there and get all those extra billions of dollars? How? This is the problem with people like DreamcastGuy. They don't want to actually look at the numbers. They just give their own opinion on it, and they're like, oh, no, they might increase the price of Game Pass by like $3, and then after that, that's it. Xbox is completely dead. Like, no, you have to actually look at how much they're making. Like, God, it doesn't make any sense. Use your brain.
I think it's going to make the money in the short term. I think they'll recover their losses in the long term. But if you think that Xbox, as it currently exists, is going to continue, you're delusional.
Oh, we're delusional. Uh-huh. Yeah. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the...
share your screen.
Hey, what's up, Delta? You just get here?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, hold on. Let me screen share. Hold on. Top revenue video game companies 2023. I know it's is this it? Here we go. Yep. Look at that. You really think that Call of Duty on Game Pass is just going to be the end of Xbox when they're in third place for revenue? They're beating out Apple for revenue, and they're still... you really think this is the end, and you think people are delusional? Like, Jesus Christ, DreamcastGuy. Like, the dude does not do any research.
No, the worst made decision by anything relating to Xbox or Microsoft is the shutdown of Tango Gameworks. Which, by the way, how fucking dare they?
Yeah, pretty much, Pidgey. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, that was a bad decision. Shutting down Tango, that sucked. Buying Activision, definitely not their worst move.
But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts, and thanks for watching this video.
What's up,
They're
Chaos?
definitely off the cuff, to say the least.
Yeah.
Never do outtakes at the end of my videos anymore, but let me show you an outtake. The first time I tried to film this video, my microphone collapsed. The first time I was filming this, my whole boom...
I think that was
this bullshit.
I think that was a sign.
So, all right, can I get my thoughts on this whole thing before you go?
Yeah,
move on to the
go
next
ahead.
segment here?
Go ahead.
So, like right now, like they're gonna try to make the attempt to do Call of Duty on
Yes.
Game Pass. It's gonna be probably the last chance they're probably gonna give Game Pass a chance to see if it's gonna make a big boost in subs.
Uh-huh.
And if it doesn't, that's probably it right here for Game Pass.
For Game Pass,
I think that's the worst. I think that's going to be the worst outcome of it all. This probably will be it for Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can't move the needle and get Call of Duty and the entire Call of Duty library on there for Game Pass, then I don't know what to tell you at that point. Like, you got the biggest game, the most selling game every year, and it's not moving the needle for you on sub retention, then that's it, really.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to work. Because they're all about trying to gain subs. They want to meet a certain, amount by this date. You're not going to get it at this point, even if you have Call of Duty there. So that's what I think it's going to come down to. The worst comes to worst, they'll have to shut down Game Pass, and then they'll just move on. They'll pivot to the next thing they'll do, which will probably either be the traditional route, and they'll have Call of Duty be third party, just like they are now. And I think Bethesda games will probably be third party as well. That's probably be the most likely outcome in the situation. The end of the day, all these ones they've acquired, like Bethesda and Activision games, will probably be third party, most likely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So,
yeah, I agree. If COD on Game Pass fails, it won't be the death of Xbox as a whole. It'll just be the death of Game Pass.
It'll be the death of Game Pass for sure. But yeah, for Xbox, no.
No,
there's too much money they've invested in this into gaming. They already have a permanent foothold.
Yeah, exactly. Again,
it depends. Like the leadership sucks as it is right now. It's possible they could fuck it up even more, but they require a lot of effort.
Well, but again, Delta. Yeah, I mean, we say the leadership sucks, but again, like look at the chart.
I mean, I don't know.
We can think again. We can think whatever we want about the leadership. At the end of the day, this was right after they bought Activision, and I can only imagine what their numbers are going to look like now.
A good chunk of that is probably microtransactions. That's the other thing too. They can offset the cost of putting on Game Pass with the microtransactions.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. That's definitely. What is it? Doesn't Activision make like over $1 million a day from COD microtransactions?
$1.5 billion, I think, was from microtransactions alone.
Yeah,
last quarter.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, it really just depends, like how things play out. But I think this probably will be the last attempt for Game Pass itself.
Yeah, this is like, and that's the thing. Like, if DreamcastGuy had said like, "Oh, fine, this is like Game Pass's final chance," then like, yeah, I agree. But like saying this is the end of Xbox, no, absolutely not.
No, not by a long shot.
Especially like even if they were doing terribly, they just spent $80 billion on companies. Like they're not gonna do that, and then 3 years later, just stop.
Third party, they won't go away.
Yeah. Can you join the call? Not right now, maybe later. All right. So are we doing? What are we doing next? We got Harmon and we got Jay.
That's up to the chat.
Hold on. So I was taking a sip of water. I will put up a poll, and chat can decide. Alrighty. Who next? Harmon. Not Harmsan. No. Harmon or Jay. All right. Go to the polls. I'm gonna eat a gummy cherry while you guys do that. Oh man, it's like 50-50. Everybody, there's what? 94 of you in here. I need everybody to vote. This is getting very close.
I need to ask the chat, what do you see in Harmon? Like, what do you see in him? It's the same thing but it's the same crap every week.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's it called? Call of Duty is also pretty much the same thing every year, and people see a lot in that. So that's what it is. Harmon is the Call of Duty of YouTubers. Everybody hates him, but everybody can't stop watching him. Harmon is getting boring, yeah, kinda. But at the end of the day, you guys are voting, and Harmon's winning the poll. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Democracy, yes. No, not democracy. No, stop it. Stop it. All right, it looks like we're going with Harmon. All right, let's do this real quick. I think part of it as well is people just don't like Jay. So, that's another thing. Sony pushes PSN on Steam to take over PC gaming. This should be interesting.
All right, I suppose it's time to analyze what's been going on at Sony. Oh, please check out my books in the description below.
No.
It's time to talk
about... That was probably the most shameless plug I've seen in a minute. Jesus Christ.
what
Also, no.
Sony
Again,
is doing.
He's gotten so lazy that he can't even say I'm Cody Lee of Black Hat.
yeah. Again, I missed the old intro, dude. Can we bring that back? That old intro was so good. That
he's
was
gotten
iconic.
lazier and lazier as time's gone
That was
on.
the golden age of Harmon right there.
The PSN account, right? Because for those of you who aren't
J
aware,
Tech is just lip smack. Yeah.
pulled back the Helldivers 2 thing.
You know what I mean?
But they are
they
going
did pull
ahead
back the
and
Helldivers
forcing
2
ahead
thing.
with Ghost of Tsushima, right? I think they only retracted the Helldivers thing out of pure like backlash from the community. Have no intent.
Really? You think? You think that is that just your little theory there? You know what, guys? I think he might be onto something.
Of stopping doing this in the future, right? We are going to see the PSN account be tied into Steam accounts for PlayStation published games going forward. And
I mean, if it has a multiplayer mode, then probably. But besides that, like if God of War Ragnarok ends up coming over, I doubt they're going to require a PSN account for that. There's no reason to.
Attempt at Sony to try and have some kind of control over Steam, right? This is Sony.
Well, that's not going to give them control over Steam. You know, in the case of Helldivers, it may have given them control over people's computers, but no, it's not going to give them control over Steam.
Setting the bar for what I expect them to do is to launch their own storefront on PC. Right?
I mean, honestly, that's very plausible, but at the same time, it's like, would they put third-party stuff on there as well? Because, like, you have Xbox, but that's just like the Microsoft Store, so that was like already established. But like, what is PlayStation just gonna have their own games on the launcher, or would they also have? I mean, they would probably have to have third-party stuff, right?
Like, I think that's probably what their end game goal is. That they're just gonna set up their own store on PC, the PlayStation Store, and then just be a Steam competitor on PC.
If they try to compete with Steam, it's gonna fail horrendously. I guarantee what's gonna happen is they're gonna just set up a launcher, but then like also have the game available on Steam. Because they know that that's where everybody's going to buy it, even if they do set up their own launcher.
Their hardware division is finished, so now they're making the transition to...
Okay, well, that's just completely false. What has it been, like 60 million PS5 sold or something like that?
It's something like at least 50.
Their hardware division is not finished. Absolutely not.
Going to PC instead. So what that means is they're releasing a bunch of games on Steam first. They're requiring the PSN account to sign in. And when they launch the PSN store, when they launch their PC alternative to Steam, they're just going to be like, oh, you want to skip all these login screens? You don't want to sign into your PSN account? Well, just come over to our launcher. Just come over to our storefront. And you will only have to log in while you're...
I mean, or hear me out. People would just link their PSN accounts to Steam. And then they just shouldn't require it for offline games or like single player games or any games in general, really. But specifically single player games, you know?
Get into the store, right? That's all you'll have to do. Everything else will be automated out.
Like if their entire selling point, the launcher that they put out would have to have like some cool features or something. Because I mean, Steam has basically everything you could need. If their only selling point is you get to save like 10 seconds by not having to sign into an account, then, I mean, I don't think that's going to work out.
We are going to streamline the process for you because we care about you, the consumer. Oh, you absolute chads who only play on PlayStation. Oh, like, again, it's...
What do you mean only play on PlayStation? They would be doing this for people who play on PC. So, what? Okay.
It is an attempt at trying to...
Has he backtracked on the Switch 2 yet?
You had to think about that for a minute. Look at that face.
Yeah, look at that face. Look at that face.
Look at his stupid face.
There is not a thought behind those eyes, or at least the one eye that's open. You know, we've established this before. I literally don't think he has enough brain power to keep both eyes open and talk at the same time. It's like in Starfield when you have to allocate power to different parts of your ship. He has to like shut down his right eye so that he can talk and move at the same time. And has he I'm assuming he has backtracked on the Switch 2 yet. I'm not entirely sure though.
Have more control over the user.
Yeah, what was that arm motion? I need to see that again. Hold on.
To have
He was trying to you know what? I think he was casting a spell. Honestly, I think mid-video he was just trying to cast a spell. I honestly think that's what it was.
More control over the user base than they should have. Like, they're not used to dealing with people who aren't like the biggest Sony cocksuckers on the planet, right? Like, this is an interesting thing. Like, the steampunks were not willing to put up with Sony's nonsense, right?
That is true.
The general Sony audience like makes excuses for stuff like Spider-Man or.
Well, no, not the general audience. That's the ponies, which is a very small part of the audience. But I mean, you're kind of right.
Ghost of Tsushima or whatever, but like PC gamers.
Also, you don't need to make excuses for Ghost of Tsushima. That game is great.
Weren't having it, right? Like, and I suppose Sony just isn't used to this kind of like insane backlash.
Yeah, they're not.
To other nonsense.
What was that?
Like, this is
all right.
Kind of.
You gotta make sure his camera was still running.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
And I think this kind of rattled them a little bit, right? I do think.
I agree.
I do think that, like, if they were to release this like PC alternative to Steam, like this PlayStation alternative to Steam, like I do think it
would do terribly.
You're not gonna get anybody moving over to it.
Yeah, no, it would do absolutely terribly.
I couldn't do it. Like, I can't imagine PlayStation.
Yeah, isn't the Epic Game Store still not profitable?
No, it's not.
It's they've literally been
hundreds of millions of dollars like every quarter.
Yeah, I don't even know why it's still open besides just having Fortnite there. Like it's a complete waste.
Especially since nobody actually plays or cares about this.
Why is he covering his mouth? I have no idea. Take it up with him.
It's remarkable to me how big of a failure Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Days Gone.
I mean, you can think whatever you want about those games. They were absolutely not failures. Absolutely not. I mean, Horizon and God of War, what? Sold like over 20 million copies each. That's not a failure.
Spider-Man and have been on PC.
And
right? Like they haven't really
on PC. None of those games have been failures on PC. You could have brought up Sackboy. You could have brought up maybe Spider-Man Miles Morales. But besides that, I mean, no, dude. None of the games you mentioned were failures. Those were like the biggest successes on PC. So congratulations, you just chose the worst ones to talk about.
The world on fire in sales. People are, I think PC gamers vastly overestimate just how much PC gamers play games. Because it's laughable.
Hold on, did you say overestimate?
I think PC gamers vastly overestimate just how much PC gamers play games.
Huh?
What? I think
you. Wait. I think you talking about console gamers overestimate.
But no, wait. But he said
just how in sales. People are. I think PC gamers vastly overestimate.
PC gamers overestimate.
PC gamers play games.
PC gamers overestimate how much PC gamers play games. Sorry guys. You know, let me pull up Steam real quick. The 7 hours I spent in Ghost of Tsushima. The what's it called? The 40 hours in Helldivers I have. The 20 in New Vegas. All of it is fake. It's all fake. Those are just poor estimates on my part. Sorry, guys. That's my bad. The 400 I have in Call of Duty. God, sorry, guys. I overestimated those.
Because it's laughable to me to see people like try to say that like, oh, Pow World is doing better than Pokemon ever has. When like,
I mean, it did outsell Arceus. So
what is Harmonica Smith and Wesson chatting about? Cause he lost me.
I have no idea, Butterboy. I have no idea what he's blabbering about.
It wasn't true, like, at all, right? And, like, that became apparent within, like, 2 weeks. But there was this very big, like, issue where they tried, like, acting as if Power World was some, like, viable Pokemon competitor. I think this is going to be an interesting situation because...
I mean, it's really the only Pokemon competitor I've seen that's gotten really big, so... Yeah, I would say so.
I really thought there was like this huge untapped market on PC that would just be like buying to play PlayStation games.
There was, and there still is.
That, like, if you wanted to play any of these games to begin with, you already had a PlayStation.
That is not true, as shown by the millions of sales that PlayStation games have gotten on PC. That is simply not. If people really wanted to play the games and they were willing to spend $500 on a console just to play them, then yeah, those people already had them. But I mean, for a lot of people, like including myself, yeah, there were millions of copies of all these PlayStation games have sold on PC. And I'd be willing to bet a lot of those people did not play the game on PlayStation. So, yes, there is a massive untapped market, which is why they keep moving over there faster and faster. All right, hold on. All right.
Right? If you're excited for Grand Theft Auto 6, you're just gonna get a PlayStation, right?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna wait for it to come to PC.
Don't necessarily get games on PC, right? Again, I think the PC master race is a very loud vocal minority that doesn't actually buy or play games, and I think
what, the tens of millions of users, active users on Steam every month, or on Steam every day, even just the silent minor or the loud minority. Yeah, that's it.
Sony is finding that out the hard way, and what's more,
the hard way with the millions of dollars they've been raking in. Yeah, okay.
They're such a vocal minority, they can tank games purely by agitating them, right?
Well, if we're such a minority, then how are we able to tank games? Like, if it is such a vocal minority, then how come the whole Helldivers thing got so big? Like, the math is not mathing here.
We saw this happen with Helldivers too. Sony had to walk back the PSN requirements for that game.
Yeah.
That game's reputation is forever tarnished. It's never gonna recover from this. All right.
I mean, it did. If we're talking Steam numbers, I'm pretty sure it recovered just fine. Let me make sure. Maybe it didn't. Helldivers. Let's take a look. I mean, the numbers seem pretty much the same as before. It looks like, yeah, there has not been much of a decrease at all. Let's go to 1 month. It's been like a steady decline over time, but that's just what happens with games. You know, they lose players. So I don't know, man. It seems like they've recovered just fine.
And
math never maths with him. Yeah, pretty much.
We are seeing arrogant Sony in full swing. They really think that they're going to come in and dominate PC gaming with the power of their exclusives, and
yeah,
it just isn't gonna happen.
It's true. True. He's actually chat. Is he making? Hold on. Is Harmon making a good point?
I do think this is going to be apparent in the next couple of years. I think Nintendo is dominating mobile and PC.
They are definitely. How? What? Wait, hold on.
I do think this is going to be apparent in the next couple of years. I think Nintendo is dominating mobile and PC in every way, shape, and form.
How? How? No. Do you mean oh, by the way, that is a pause. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Alt F1. All right. First of all, that is one hell of a pause. Second of all, though, but do you mean in terms of they're doing better? Because I'm pretty sure the mobile gaming market is the biggest on the planet. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure mobile gaming is the biggest market on the planet. And then I know for a fact that the PC user base is bigger than the Switch user base. So, I mean, I don't know where you're getting this from. Besides out of your ass. Exactly. Out of his ass, Joseph. Exactly. He has no source. Except for that's what he wishes it would be.
Right. When people bring up the games that are super successful on mobile or PC, it's always the mobile heavy battle pass stuff that everybody is playing. Typically what I think happens.
Oh wow, the games that are the most successful are the ones that everybody's playing. Wow, could have fooled me. Thanks for that profound insight, man.
On PC is that everybody just plays one successful game and sticks with that forever, and then they never really.
That is not true.
Else. Right. So
that is not true at all, but okay.
Illusion that there's a lot more to play on Steam than there actually is.
There are literally more games to play on Steam than there are on all the consoles combined. But okay, go off.
Maybe one game every 5 years compared to Nintendo getting
the voices in his head is the source. Yeah, pretty much.
Every month, right? Nintendo gets more games every week than Steam gets in a year.
How much do we have to pay to get Quasi to read Horman's books?
Stop. No, Butterboy, stop it. Silence. And hold on, I need to hear that again.
Nintendo gets more games every week than like Steam gets in a year.
I think Steam gets
Oh,
more.
what is up with his eyes? What is up with this man?
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, he has to allocate power to different parts of his body to keep it going. He can't do all his functions at once. The brain power just isn't there. But the Switch gets more games in a week than Steam gets in a year. Did I hear that right? Because I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. I'm pretty sure Steam gets more games in a year than the Switch has total. But okay, anyway, go off.
That's the reality of the situation. And I don't think that like PlayStation is gonna have some like major success story on PC, right? We haven't seen it.
I mean, didn't they literally earn like $2.5 billion in 2022 on PC alone? I would call that a big success story, but again, okay, go off.
Like Helldivers 2 was like shill to be that, but again,
because hear me out. Maybe people are saying it was that because it was that. It's almost like Helldivers 2 was extremely successful.
Like it's done now. It's finished. It's not coming back.
80,000 online an hour ago. 88,000 24-hour peak. Yeah. It was fun. I think Sony just honestly needs to shut down the Helldivers servers at this point. It's over. Helldivers can never recover, even though they barely lost anybody during the drama. It's over for Helldivers. I'm uninstalling right now, honestly.
And they're not going to have anything else like that. You know, like that was their big flash in the pan success for the year, and their equivalent to Power World. And again, we're on the verge of a new Nintendo console announcement. We're on the verge of a new Nintendo Direct,
which you denied that it was ever going to happen, and now all of a sudden you're okay with it. But anyway,
like how exactly?
We'll ignore that. It's over. Yeah, can we get an "it's over" spam in the chat, please? It's over.
Are these flash in the pan successes? Not even successes.
Yes, they are successes, but okay.
Mild, like spicy, like flavor of the month stuff. Like, how can this stuff like compete with the best video game company in the industry? And the answer
they don't need to. Nobody needs to compete with Nintendo. Nintendo's off doing their own thing.
In any way, shape, or form. Like, Nintendo is unbeatable at this stage, right?
Are they though?
I don't think Nintendo is going to be ever.
Like, what does Nintendo have coming this year? Like, honestly, as of right now, what? It was the 1,000-Year Door remake and nothing else. Maybe we'll get something announced. Actually, no, didn't they even say Tears of the Kingdom was going to be the last major game?
I think so, yeah.
For
I think
the
right
Switch?
now it's just remakes right now. They
Yeah,
got
so
that in
even
Luigi's Mansion game.
Yeah, even at the Direct, like, I don't think there's going to be anything major, so.
Going to be diminished as, like, the case.
Also, wait, you know what? Let's pull out this thing again. You say nobody can beat Nintendo. Here's 7 companies that are beating Nintendo. But, okay. Anyway, go off, bro.
In the console space. They're not going to sell any of their IPs. They're not going to stop producing hardware. They're going to dominate film and adaptions, which people are still in denial about, by the way.
Nintendo is not going to dominate film. They put out one very successful movie. That doesn't mean they're automatically going to dominate everything.
Like, The Witcher was a good adaptation. Like,
Nintendo wasn't? Are you kidding me?
The most successful video game adaptation ever made, which is the Pokemon anime. And nothing will ever take that away from them. Like, in reality, like, it's not even really a contest. Nintendo won, and the rest of the industry is struggling to cope with that.
Okay, what did any of that have to do with Steam pushing PSN or Sony pushing it? Okay. Thank you, Harmon. Getting off track as usual. God, I love watching his videos. It's so much fun.
I don't know. That's why I can't watch these Harmon videos. I feel bad. You guys are making fun of the mentally disabled people. It's just, I don't know.
These hands are rated E for everyone. I don't discriminate.
You see those droopy eyes. You see those eyes of the video I sent you?
Yeah, I did. That was yeah. You forgot the Pokemon anime existed. I actually did as well. I remember when I was in 7th grade, I binged a lot of Indigo League, and I got to the one episode where they're at like the bikini contest or whatever, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was certainly a part of a kid's show. No doubt about that. Am I enjoying Ghost of Tsushima? Yes, I am. I'm having a good time with it. Gonna go play some more after we're done streaming.
I'm playing right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, sir.
Yo, JTech, I know. I'm sorry, but we have to do it. We have to do it. And then don't worry, chat. We do this, and then, I mean, does anybody else have any other suggestions? Because if not, we're going to do this, and then we'll be done, I think. So, which means I'll finally be free of the uwus. So, thank God.
Thank God.
No.
Delta, why don't you give your opinion on that?
Oh, I mean, I already said what I had to say. Come on now.
All
right, so the chat is cringe. You got a bunch of degenerates in here that flocked away from Alex, you know. It's just how it is.
Thank you, Delta. Very cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a PC dude, and you guys have already committed multiple felonies by piracy, so, you know, check your own record.
And then there's that time that you broke into the skiff and got all the information on UAPs. That's another one. But
Yeah.
They didn't watch that stream. There's lots of interesting information in that one.
Uh-huh.
Also have multiple PC fans playing Wolverine and still uploading videos every fucking day.
This week on JTech says stupid crap. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what he says this time.
And we know it's PC fans because they're the only people that have access to do something like that. Yeah, PC.
Hold on, I need to hear that again.
Still uploading videos every fucking day. And we know
About
it's PC fans because they're the only people that have access to do something like that.
Do something
Yeah,
like
PC
what?
fans are criminals. that's
I think
a
he's
proven
referring.
fact.
I keep hearing apparently there's leaks still coming out for Wolverine.
I haven't
to
heard
this day.
anything about that.
I haven't seen him flood my timeline, but apparently I was told by the people. That
I
that's
have not
happening.
seen anything about Wolverine since the major hack.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go, guys. PC gamers are criminals. You know, by buying this PC, by buying all my games and just playing them, having a good time, I am a criminal.
Yes.
Please, you know,
Please.
I'm sick. I'm honestly, I make myself sick. I'm calling the cops. I'm turning myself in right
it's
now.
okay. It's okay. The police are on the way.
It's okay. Thank you for doing that for me, dude.
Make the call. Don't worry about
Why would PC gamers do this? I can't. This is so sad.
Huh?
I was astonished, frankly astonished to learn that there were robot dinosaurs from Atlantis. I thought there would be aliens,
Yeah, no.
but they're from the past.
Oh, you can block them. I'll go back and block them.
So yeah, that's
Because I
Do you
can
even hear
I can-
this dipshit that he's got in his stream? I can barely hear this guy.
Yeah, no, dude, I can never understand what and this
I
guy
have Ghost
always.
of Tsushima wish listed, waiting for Sony to relist those 180 countries. Don't know if I'll ever buy it.
Thank you for the 5 censored. They probably will never relist it. Honestly, it's probably going to
What?
stay blocked. It goes to Tsushima. It's probably going to stay blocked in all those countries.
You know, Alex brought up a good point though. Like, if they're able to make that thing work on the deck, why can't they just bring out a version that just limits the it doesn't have the multiplayer, so that way they don't need to have PSN
Or,
requirement.
I mean, I said this. You could do like 40 for the campaign and 20 for Legends.
Yeah.
Because they were originally charging $20 for Legends on PlayStation. And then
Oh,
obviously-
really?
Yeah, no, Legends was an additional
I thought that was a
$20.
free update. No way.
No, and then when the director's cut came out, it was included. So,
Huh.
yeah.
Well, that's shitty.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you have to remember they did like some live service stuff with it for a while, and they didn't have any microtransactions. So, yeah, it is crappy, but they had to make their money somehow. But I mean, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. What's it called? JTech is.
Oh, that's right. I can't. I should be swearing on this thing. My bad.
You can swear. I don't care if you
Sorry.
swear. I just can't swear. That's all.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, because I don't want. Well, I know you're at home, so I don't want you. You're in trouble with your parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have you on like speakers or anything like that.
Oh, good. All right, good.
Sorry, eating a gummy chair. But here we are. Once again, somebody dares to come into Jay's chat and talk positively about PC, blocks them.
give you guys an educated guess that if I go click on his channel was made very recently. That concludes.
Lip smack.
Shout outs. We're gonna get started
right up the
on
gate,
the
baby.
news after I check
Yes,
this
sir.
dude's channel because I love doing this shit. It's always awesome.
Yep. Well, and once again, apparently, if Jay looks at your channel and he is not satisfied with it, then yeah.
Blocked?
So I'm just gonna
Pretty
check
much.
his channel because I already know.
Ah.
I'm gonna open up a new tab. Check and see if his channel has anything on it. His channel's empty.
Uh-huh.
He has
Lip smack again.
He made his account May 16th, 2024. Today's date is May 16th, 2024. If you've already timed him out, go ahead and block him. I've told you guys we're not messing with trolls. I got no patience for you guys.
Uh-huh.
Yep, he made his account today. Go on and block him. Don't time him out. Go back and block him. There you go. Thank you. So
This is so sad. I can't believe Jay would be trolled. Who would do this?
Wasting time with trolls, man. You guys.
I think I've been blocked by Jay for like the last 7 years.
I know I got blocked by Jay a while back. Because, like, I remember when he was streaming the Microsoft FTC stuff, I, like, even typed in his chat, like, dude, stop streaming this, and, like, nothing went through. So, he blocked me at some point. I don't know when it was, but,
hey,
yeah.
this is not the channel for you. I'm not going to let you run around. And because you guys want to play fucking games, now I have to go.
Andy Pants TV made a video about how apparently everyone worried about the Xbox layoffs is a Sony shill. I wish I was joking. The dude is unhinged.
Really, Dragonclaw, I might have to check. You know what? Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. Is that, I'm assuming he's just going to pop up if I mean, I don't know. Who would it be? This guy? Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe we'll check that out. I don't know. Maybe we'll
5,000 subs. What the hell?
Maybe we'll check it out. I'm not sure.
Put a restriction on the channel's live stream. So, if you have not been subscribed for 2 weeks, you're gonna be kicked.
Yep, there it is.
Hey, I was trying to be nice to everybody, but you got one motherfucker fucking it up.
Yeah, so one guy trolls, and you're just gonna ruin it for everybody else. Okay, sounds good, man.
So we know who is,
of course,
not a mod. We know who is not a supporter of the channel.
People can't fake who they are.
Yeah, you can't fake who you are. When you come into this channel and you don't have a profile picture, and you're like, "Hey, why is there so many mods here?" Because I trust these motherfuckers, and I know these are like day one subscribers, day one gamers here. Like they've been gaming since they were in diapers and shit. I know these people. That's all you need to know.
Whatever that means.
And they have the power to block you. I don't have to do shit. They don't want you there, and you're causing fucking trouble. Hey, that's just how.
I'd like to know what exactly causing trouble means.
No, he's come back. Look, Jack Huss.
We didn't even have a participation limit. Now we're about to have a participation limit.
I think you do need to.
And we're gonna put it for 1 week. And because this channel has been around for like 12 years.
Recently.
Yeah. I don't know why.
That's kind of scary to think about. He's been doing this for over a decade. Like that is terrifying. He's been like, how old is he? Like 30 something? Which means he's been doing this since his 20s or like early 20s or late teens.
Like he just got 10,000 just recently.
That is kind of terrifying, honestly. Hold on. This seems to be going nowhere. I want to see. Dragonclaw, was it this one? What was it? This one right here that you were talking about? I'm assuming it was this one. I just want to make sure. It was. All right. We'll take a look at this one because that J thing seems to be going
PlayStation
nowhere.
lays off 900 people, closes the London studio. Where was YouTube then? This is all like almost all of this happened in February, and nobody on YouTube was talking about the end of Sony. Why? But basically, Microsoft announced the closing of 2 studios. Alert, alert, alert.
It wasn't 2
Everybody
studios, it
on
was 4,
YouTube,
but
come talk about it. Oh my gosh.
also I might have to mute this. I don't think you can have that sound in the background.
You can't?
I think that song is copyrighted.
Am I taking crazy pills, or does anybody else see the hypocrisy of the way that Xbox is dealt with versus PlayStation is dealt with? All right, guys, I'm just going to get into it today. If you don't see the massive hypocrisy in the way that Xbox is treated regularly by YouTubers and the media, I don't know what else to tell you other than this week. But look closely, and I hope that you're seeing it now because it is finally on full display. PlayStation announces.
Oh, is he still have that music playing in the background?
Yeah, he does. I don't know why.
They announced that they're closing studios. They announced that they're literally.
Yeah, can we get a
fire.
hypocrisy spam,
Nobody
please?
Says anything. Xbox closes 2 studios.
It was
and
4.
What do I see on my YouTube? I see Xbox is dead. Xbox is failing. Guys,
what did London Studio even make?
Nothing. That's why they shut him down. They haven't made shit.
Yeah, they didn't make like anything. Yeah, so that's why people didn't make a big stink about like, you know, I agree there's some level of hypocrisy to it, but at the same time London Studio didn't do jack. Like, people were pissed at Xbox for Tango specifically because they made one of the best games of last year and then they were shut down. And then, of course, the whole Matt Booty thing happened. So that's why people were so pissed at them.
This is the only reason I'm on YouTube is because I'm sick of this shit. These guys are just PlayStation dick suckers. I am sick of these PlayStation cock gobblers and these PlayStation dick suckers.
I mean, some of them, but not all of them.
Can do no fucking wrong. And Xbox makes.
Oh, they do plenty wrong. I mean, they were called out of it recently. That's why everyone's been.
Yeah, I mean, was this dude not here? When did the Helldivers thing happen? How long ago was that?
It was literally like the same week when all this stuff was going on with Tango.
Let me see when I made my video because I made it like the day it happened. Yeah, the 4th. So almost 2 weeks ago. This video was posted 6 days ago. Dude, did you miss that whole thing where literally everybody dogpiled Sony because of the account linking thing? Like, were you not there for that? Like, yeah, I'm not going to deny there's definitely times where, like, you know, there's going to be biased people, obviously. Like, that's how the internet works. But first of all, he clearly missed the Helldiver situation and now the Ghost of Tsushima situation. Second of all, he's calling them PlayStation dick suckers, and then he has Mr. Matty Plays on screen. Am I the only one who sees what's wrong with that statement? Am I the only one seeing what's wrong with this?
The thing is, though, like, Xbox with the whole Tango situation was just so bad that when people like Matty Plays, you can't give Xbox still a good glazing afterwards. That's when you know it's really bad.
Yeah, no, because that was really bad.
Mark these people. These people who are trashing on Xbox right now, y'all can get fucked. Guys, I think the reason I get so passionate about this is because I see like just how unfairly and I realize and I realize the comicalness of me defending $1 trillion corporation. Like, $1 trillion corporation.
Also take note of the green background, but anyway, and also the fact that he has Xbox in his name. But anyway.
Them. But I have had some.
Hey, what's up, Otendo? You weren't here, Otendo. We got to talk after stream's up. I have some ideas.
My best
what's up, Otto?
Times ever on Xbox. I think Xbox has never been at a stronger place than it is, and it.
I mean, if we're talking revenue, then yeah, they're at their best point. But if we're talking like how much people like them or like how good the games are that they're putting out, no, they're not at their strongest point. Absolutely not.
It hurts to see people who are fucking retards try to destroy something that's so good when their own house is burning down. PlayStation is burning down, and you're over here talking about Xbox. Guys, I want y'all go.
Well, I mean, because again, the Xbox just like, oh god, we're using foam stars, dude. People gave foam stars crap, and now literally nobody has talked about it at all because nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like, not a single person cares.
With me, and let's watch the fucking hypocrisy
Uh-huh.
of these shills, and these guys are Sony cock gobblers.
All right.
You guys are deep throating Sony so much you can't even see straight anymore. February 6th.
Again, ironic he says that when Mr. Matty Plays was there, but
Can you go back to that list of games again that he had up on the list?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Diablo 4, that was, let's see here, last year.
Diablo 4 was last year. It's been an absolute disaster for the most part.
Tons of games day-to-day place, the Game Pass.
Power World is not an Xbox game.
It's not. If we're going to keep that same energy about Rebirth not being a PlayStation game, then you got to keep the same energy about Power World as well. Yeah. So, yeah, and then day-and-date games, you got, what, a handful right now?
Day-and-date games, I mean,
games?
day-and-date games it's been like that for years. This is nothing revolutionary, so...
We're digging out to the Fallout 4 TV show. I mean, I guess if they're going to use it for PlayStation for The Last of Us, you might as well do the same way with that.
People gave them a ton of praise. People love the Fallout show. I still have to watch it.
And then right here, 4 games coming this year. So you got 4 games. Like, what else is coming day one on Game Pass? Like, what else? Anything else, chat? Anything I know about?
Like the games this year, like the 4 games. Yes, listed right there, obviously.
So he's padding his own list out for no reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
House is burning down. PlayStation is burning down, and you're over here talking about Xbox. Guys, I want y'all go on a journey with me, and let's watch the
hypocrisy. That's right, Chad.
The hypocrisy. Yes,
hypocrisy.
These guys are Sony cock gobblers.
Yes.
Deep throating Sony so much you can't even see straight.
I like to call them glizzy gobblers.
Yep, that's correct.
2024. I'm gonna take y'all through a little history lesson.
All right, let's. I love that he constructed an entire timeline just for this.
24.
I need the timeline.
It is a PlayStation exclusive. It is a dismal ass failure. Nobody wants to play it.
Yeah.
Where was YouTube?
Nobody wants to play it.
Nobody said anything because people literally cared so little about the game that nobody even wanted to talk about it. People gave Phone Stars a ton of crap when it was first announced and how it looked terrible. And then nobody could even be bothered to talk. It was so bad, nobody could even be bothered to talk about it. So I don't know why this is like a gotcha.
Why wasn't YouTube talking about Foam Stars and the complete disaster of a PlayStation exclusive? Oh, because they're PlayStation cock gobblers. That's right.
No, it's because nobody cared. Again, look, there were only like 34 reviews. Even the critics didn't care about that game.
February 2024. PlayStation gives us very bad news. Nothing new until 2025.
Yeah.
PlayStation literally came out and said, guys, we don't have any game coming out until 2025. Was it the end of... Where were the YouTube videos saying PlayStation is done as a brand? Because I didn't see.
Well, that would be stupid.
February 18th.
Nobody's going to say that because it's obviously wrong.
Sony plunged $10 billion after its PS5 sales cut, but a bigger issue is its near decades low.
Everybody was talking about that.
Yeah, everyone was making fun of that.
Where was this dude when that happened? It was all over YouTube. How much stock money they lost. It was crazy.
Margin. Guys, these aren't gaming sites. These are financial sites telling you that the PlayStation brand is dying.
This is just false. YouTube was talking about this a lot.
On fire. Where were
you're just straight up wrong here.
Talking about the end of PlayStation. I couldn't find them. February 27th, 2024. PlayStation lays off 900 people, closes the London studio.
People did talk about that, but not much because again, nobody cared about London studio much. London studio literally did nothing. So people were upset about it, people talked about it, but it's not even worth getting super upset about.
YouTube then. This is all almost all.
This right here is nowhere near as bad as Xbox shutting down Tango after they put out a banger last year. That is nowhere near the same thing.
All this happened in February, and nobody on YouTube was talking about the end of Sony. Why? March 22nd, Rise of the Ronin comes out. It's supposed to be a big budget, huge PlayStation exclusive, and it gets a dismal 76. It does way.
76 is fine. Nothing special, nothing terrible.
Starfield. Where were the YouTubers talking about the death of the PlayStation brand? I couldn't find them for some reason. But guys,
because Rise of the Ronin was wasn't it like a AA third-party game?
It's the same people that do Neo are making that one. But either way, like that game wasn't overhyped compared to
that
like
game
Starfield.
did not have a lot of hype, especially after like the gameplay showcases came out and it looked kind of like a PS3 game. Yeah. People just it was a thing of people just could not be like they just didn't care enough to talk about it.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift here. May 2024, Microsoft announces 4 studio closures. Even though it's really only 2 big studios, the 2 big ones are Arcane Austin and Tango Gameworks, and they're closing both of them because they made shit games and nobody wanted to play their games. But basically, Microsoft announced.
Well, I mean, that's not true. Tango made a great game. That's why that's why people were so pissed about it.
Is he saying Tango made some shit games?
Yeah.
Alert,
this guy's not a real fan.
Alert. Everybody on YouTube, come.
Are you coming out to defend
the
Xbox brand if you're shitting on Tango Gameworks?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. This video is all over the place.
Those 2 studios. It's the end.
Also, what is this? What is this video right here?
You notice how he also like completely skipped over the whole the PSN debacle.
He completely skipped the Helldivers thing. Like because he put the alarm here for Xbox. Imagine like a tornado siren, and that's what happened with the PSN thing.
Pretty
much. He just your point makes sense if you completely ignore what goes against it. But yeah, okay.
Alert. Everybody on YouTube, come talk about it. Oh my gosh. Xbox closed 2 studios. It's the end of Xbox, guys. Like
seriously. Nobody said it was the end of Xbox except for like maybe DreamcastGuy. And like again, you have Mr. Matty Plays right here. Isn't he like an Xbox YouTuber? Yeah. And he's calling him a PlayStation dick. Like
what does he do? He does that stupid fucking what is it called? Like something Duke something. I forgot the name of the podcast, but he does like some sort of like Xbox podcast every weekly about everything on Xbox.
He cherry picked his points exactly. Yeah.
Am I taking crazy pills, or does anybody else see the hypocrisy of the way that Xbox is dealt with versus PlayStation is dealt with?
You are taking crazy pills, good sir.
You are lying to yourself.
You're looking. It's not even taking crazy pills. Actually, he's just looking way too deep into it.
If you do not see the hypocrisy,
but he's lying to his audience, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Sucker, or you're lying to yourself if you don't see the hypocrisy in the way that Xbox.
The
hypocrisy. So yeah, the internet is ablaze with reports that Xbox is dying and dead.
I mean, it's hilarious that he says, hypocrisy when, again, he cherry-picked his points and left out the whole Helldivers thing. Because, that wouldn't fit his narrative, but anyway.
They closed 2 studios.
Like, everything he brought up with PlayStation before was not on the same level as what happened with Xbox. The Helldivers 2 thing was on that level, if not worse. And guess what happened? People freaked out about it.
May 2024, Jeff Keighley, Mr. Shill bought off by Sony, says, he's so sad that Xbox today announced internally it is closing 4 Bethesda studios. He's just such concern. So much concern for Xbox.
Well,
but guys,
no offense, but isn't it concerning when you do have a studio that quote unquote met every metric by the
they said
themselves.
They said themselves that Hi-Fi Rush was a massive success, and then they closed the studio a year later.
Well, it's not even just that. It's not just a massive success. They literally said verbatim, it met every key metric we needed.
Yeah, exactly.
To be considered a success, and it still got shut down.
Like there's something wrong with that. Yeah. If you say something met every expectation you had, and then you still shut the studio down, like that's a problem.
Like that messaging is very damning to say right there, because it really just opens it up, saying like anyone's up for getting shut down now. You can make every metric, quote unquote metric, and it'd still be shut down.
Huntress, I have to look. I haven't watched Duck Dynasty in years, but yeah, hold on. I think I know what you're talking about. Let me. Willie.
And then you got people like Booty saying in the comments that we need to have studios deliver us on wars like Hi-Fi Rush, and then like you shut down the studio.
Does he look like
that becomes a problem?
Yeah. He vaguely looks like Willie Robertson. Vaguely, I can see it. Willie's hair is a bit more tied down, but yeah, I can kind of see it.
In February 2024, when PlayStation laid off 900 people, closing the London studio entirely, this is a studio that PlayStation has had open for like 30 years, since the 90s.
And they haven't done like anything. Like what's the point? What is your point here? Yeah, London was open a long time. They didn't do anything.
Wait.
Tango was open for a while. They did some good stuff, and recently they made a great game. And then
Jeff, you were so concerned about Xbox closing studios. Jeff, why were you concerned about PlayStation closing studios?
Again, because London never made anything great. Tango did. So
faggots.
Even people made comments about Jim Ryan literally showing up with a couple of weeks prior to them shutting down the studio. He actually showed up and like had like a party with them, and
yeah,
then he shut down the studio afterwards.
That's actually like crazy. Cold-blooded. That's kind of crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
Concerned about PlayStation closing studios. Faggots, the PlayStation dick sucking.
Oh,
yeah, you don't get to say whoa to that, Delta. You don't get to say whoa to that.
I know, but still, it was out of left field. It was coming on the guard. I know we're doing that tonight.
Oh yeah, these PlayStation, they inhale the dong of Sony.
100%.
Let's go back forward a little bit. January 2024. Power World has the #1 most played game in the world and the #1 top selling game in the world at the same time.
Yeah.
Power World is an Xbox exclusive. It was fun.
It was, but this was on Steam. This all of the major success was on Steam.
It's like everyone dogs on the PlayStation fanboys about Helldivers. We can dog on the people that the Xbox fanboys trying to act like Power World was carried by Xbox.
Yeah, Power World was carried by PC.
It was the #1.
I mean, again, let's look at Steam charts. What happens when we scroll down to top records? Oh, look what's in #2.
Yeah.
2.1 million peak players. That is PC pulling those numbers, not Xbox.
Selling and most played game in the world in January. It's #2. It's only behind PUBG at this point.
Yeah, and all of that was on Steam. And that was not made by Xbox. So what is the point here?
Let me go back in time a little bit. 2019. I think it was 2019 when this is a really cool feature on Xbox. Basically, if you don't want to install the game, you just hit the little cloud button and you can play a game immediately. I often play cloud on my Steam Deck. I play on my phone, or you can play a cloud game without installing.
Yeah, why would you do cloud?
That is huge. Not being able to play a game without having to install it. Have you ever seen people on YouTube talking about this?
Because nobody cares. Cloud gaming blows, that's why.
Blows rocks.
When I was like in high school and I didn't know like dick about this stuff, I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. And now I'm here like, yeah, it's cloud gaming blows. Like it's terrible.
No, because they're Sony. They're getting deep-throated by Sony. That's why they don't talk about it.
No, it's because nobody cares about cloud gaming.
Some Xbox is. I didn't even make a
like all of this can just be countered by people just having a lack of interest in the subject.
Graphic for it, but
again, let's pull up that Helldivers comparison. Oh wait,
do we need to talk about backwards compatibility? 600, what is it? 600 Xbox.
People gave Xbox praise for backwards compatibility when it was a major thing, but guess what? As time goes on, because the 3090, think about it, it was a big thing when it was announced, and now nobody talks about it. Guess what? It's because as time goes on, stuff isn't so revolutionary anymore. People stop talking. Like when you get a new when I was younger and I got a phone, I was super excited about it, and guess what? After a month, it was just a normal thing to me, because the longer you have something, the more normal it becomes. But do you still want people to sit here and praise backwards compatibility even now?
360 games and big fat zero PS3 games that you can play on PS5. Xbox is the best, guys.
No, they are not. Absolutely not.
The best.
Actually, you know what? I have a soundbite for that. Hold on. Where is it? There it is.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
They are very much not, but okay.
But guys, let me just talk about the situation here.
Also, I love how he couldn't even be bothered to download the PNG of Arcane Austin. He screenshotted it and he has like the phone like icon thing there.
So there's been some YouTubers that have come on and said, "Oh, we're losing games like 2017 Prey." Prey 2017 is one of my favorite games of all time. But guys, there was absolutely no chance of us ever getting a Prey sequel. It was never, ever going to happen because the game didn't sell well. Second of all, I'm not sure how involved Arcane Austin really was on Prey because the director was Raphael Colantino. I've watched this guy's biography, and he lives in Europe. The dude doesn't live in Austin. So there was quite a few people here that were in Europe and that were on the
Xbox is the
Leon
best nerd
team.
emoji. Yeah, pretty
And
much.
guys, we all know that Arcane Leon has made the better games. They made Dishonored. They made Deathloop. They're working on the Marvel game, the Marvel Blade game. But guys,
Was it? No, I thought Austin did make Deathloop, didn't they?
No,
it wasn't. Okay,
Leon did it. Yeah.
Okay, they did. I thought
Arcane Austin came out with Redfall, which was a dismal, shitty, inexcusable failure of a game.
At least he acknowledges
and
that.
I've always liked Harvey Smith. I thought he was a good dude until I saw him stand in front of a crowd and talk about how good Redfall was a week before it came out and what a disaster it was. And I hope that dude loses his job because he deserves.
Well, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah,
and also it's guaranteed he's going to lose his job. So I guess your wish is his command.
His job over signing off, like working for 5 years on this game, and it was just a complete failure.
I mean, I don't know. Wishing somebody to lose their job, that's kind of messed up. Unless it's an extreme case by like Bobby Kotick or something.
He wanted to play it.
Yeah, like a Matt Booty
So
needs
guys,
to be
we
losing
keep
his job. That's
talking
about
how
it.
Xbox needs to make better games. How do you think that happens? This is capitalism. How do you think making better games happens? I'm
sure you're going to explain
Phil
it.
Spencer chopped some heads off and chopped some balls off because he's saying we're not putting up with this shit anymore. If you if your game isn't a success, your studio gets closed.
Now remember, it ain't Phil Spencer making these type of calls. Everyone keeps saying Satya Nadella is making these type of calls.
Yep.
It ain't Phil. Because Phil's all about developer freedom and all that stuff.
Yep.
So it can't really be Phil doing this kind of stuff. So that's another thing too. I can agree with him on that. It's like the only I told you this too. Like the only silver lining I could say out of this whole, it's all right. And this may be harsh to say, guys. And as much as I like Hi-Fi Rush,
it's
a AA game at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in a cell, and especially in my opinion, the shadow dropping really was more of a detriment than a benefit for that game. In my opinion, I think especially. And I told this to Tango. I said, like, if you're telling me, because they've already said that when Redfall came out, that they have people to do mock reviews for their games. So you're telling me those guys that make the mock reviews couldn't give you the metrics on whether or not this game was going to be a big hit potentially? Maybe you should market this game and have it sell rather than just shadow drop it and put it in Game Pass. So, and yeah, it probably could have made more money that way, in my opinion, and sold more copies. But it seems like Microsoft's more concerned about putting in a Game Pass and just filling up their catalog with something just so they can have something early in the year. But yeah, either way, going back to the whole thing, the only benefit I could say about the whole thing of us cutting studios like Tango and Arcane Austin, I think Arcane Austin is going to go regardless because how bad Redfall was. And the only benefit I could say for all this stuff going on is the whole talk of them saying that we're going to start focusing on bigger IPs, bigger, projects rather than these passion projects that we've been getting for Game Pass the last couple of years. So no more pentiments ever. Not going to happen anymore. Big money or don't bother at this point, otherwise you're getting kicked to the curb. From what it seems like.
Yeah,
they have to deliver on some big, good content,
which I mean,
not some mediocre
that'll
passion
probably
project.
be good. I mean, you can have like some passion project or something. Like you can have something like that and have it be successful. I mean, look at Helldivers, AA. It's a massive success. You can have it, but at the end of the day, yeah, you have to.
But right now, Xbox ain't delivering, even with their passion projects right now.
Yeah, no, they
actually start pulling on some big ones.
Yeah, they gotta get it together. So
yeah,
thing for Phil to say. Now moving on to Hi-Fi Rush, it was by Tango GameWorks. Tango Gameworks had come out with Ghostwire Tokyo.
Uh-huh.
It's not a good game. It was originally a PlayStation exclusive, but I've tried playing it. It's a really, really bad game.
I've heard mixed things about
Within 1 and Evil Within 2 did not sell well. Sadly, Tango Gameworks has just had a string of very mediocre games, even though Hi-Fi Rush...
Even if they were good, though, like even then, he said it himself, the sales were not there. So
it was really good and was very critically acclaimed. But the other big thing that we're not talking about is Shinji Mikami, the head of Tango Gameworks, left in 2023. And a lot of people are saying that he took a lot of staff with him. And so Microsoft closed...
That's actually been disputed.
Has it?
Yeah, people were running with a narrative, but that's actually been disputed by actual employees that were still there at Tango.
Possible Hi-Fi Rush, even though Hi-Fi Rush was critically acclaimed, it's possible that it just didn't move the numbers or get the sales or get the attention that...
Yeah, it did. I mean, think about it. Game Pass literally didn't move at all, even with it. And then, God knows, like... Yeah, they were bragging 3 million players. I would not be surprised, honestly, if it got less than 1 million sales.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hi-Fi just didn't do well, so... I mean, at the end of the day, it sucks they shut down Tango, but...
A few things. One. He called out the people defending the account linking
I like Tango,
I
like Tango, and I liked Hi-Fi Rush a lot, but I mean, just realistically, it just wasn't selling at the end of the day.
3.
And they tried to put it on PlayStation to see if it gets some copies, and if you go look at like something like the PSN profiles, for example, the numbers are very low for that game.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't sell even on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I mean, the game is good. It's probably going to end up having a cult following at the end of the day, especially once the physical copies come out for limited run games. But that'll probably be the end of it.
Yeah, thank you for the 10 Dragon Claw. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously he's not... This guy's an all bad if he's called out Xbox for stuff before, but like this video is just not it.
Needed it to get. And guys, I find it so funny that...
Like his points in this video don't make sense.
Sony PlayStation will close 10 studios like that, and nobody bats an eye because they can't breathe from Sony's dick so far down their throat. And Xbox closes 2 studios and people lose their mind. And finally,
because
guys,
again, the studio Sony closed, nobody really cared about it. I mean, there was some outrage about it, but people cared way more about Tango than they did about the Sony London studio.
I think if anything, we mocked the whole thing of a lot of their live service studios closing up because their plans of trying to create live service games was just falling apart in front of them.
Yeah.
Sarah Bond interview yesterday went live, and I just watched this Sarah Bond interview. And yeah, dude, she's obviously not a gamer, but Jim Ryan wasn't a gamer either. And Phil Spencer is our guy. Phil Spencer is a gamer.
No, he's not.
If you watch the interview,
well, I mean, he does play games.
Acting like this.
Unfortunately, sometimes it feels like he plays more games than he does manage, or than he puts hours into managing the company.
I hope they haven't stopped dropping nukes in his camp in Fallout 76.
Dude, that was hilarious. Did you see the community post I made the other day?
No.
He got somebody noticed. He got the achievement for completing one of the quests that you need to do to start dropping nukes, which means he's going to retaliate.
Gonna love that, right?
Shows
how much he really cares about the state of Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Sarah Bond interview was such a big deal. And she's just a CEO. She's a person who cares about the bottom dollar and about making money.
Yeah, the Sarah Bond interview was terrible.
And finally, guys, I just want to remind you, I was making this chart actually for a different video, but check out this chart of total gaming revenue between 2007 and 2022. And my only point in showing you this is it's not just Xbox that is having to scale back and change the way they're doing business. PlayStation is scaling back and changing the way they're doing business.
Yeah,
I mean, why do you think PlayStation has announced no first-party exclusives anytime in the near future? Why is there no sequel to God of War? Why is there no sequel to Last of Us?
Because neither of those games need sequels. Let's be honest.
I will. All right. Like I told you this too. It's like I really do think why we haven't heard any names come out yet of their next big existing franchise. I think, and this might end up being aging like milk. I do think they're going to announce that they're going to do day and day with PC.
Oh yeah,
that's why they're being quiet about it. That's why all these ports are coming out really quickly.
Yeah, could happen. Not exactly sure, but it's possible.
Because these big budget AAA games that PlayStation's churning out, these dad simulators and these log moving simulators, these games don't make any money.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah, it's not true.
That's not true at all.
And
it's just, the issue is they cost a lot.
Look at
especially
how
with
much
Spider-Man
money
2.
is making. Look how much money cell phone.
And here we go with the Curb Your Enthusiasm again.
Like, if you go back to like 2009, consoles were the big dog. Consoles were making so much money in 2009 when like Modern Warfare 2 came out.
Yeah, but guess what happened, dude? Want to know what happened? In 2007, the iPhone had just come out. Apps weren't even a thing yet. You know, that might be a reason. And then guess what? Nowadays, everybody has a phone, everybody has an iPad, and all these mobile games are free. So,
including COD.
Yeah, including Call of Duty, exactly. So I wonder why they would grow the mobile market would grow so much.
There's just no growth in the console market. And guys, what I'm hoping for is all I'm saying is for your dollar.
I mean, yeah, obviously, I'm pretty sure it peaked at the PS2 era.
Value, you're not going to get much better value than what Xbox is giving us right now. I was thinking about how often I'm on Xbox playing with my brother-in-law all the time, and how we can just seamlessly jump from game to game to game because we both have Game Pass, and we can try like 10 different games in an evening, and you can't do that on PlayStation. But PlayStation dudes are incels with anime body pillows. So, guys, I hope y'all are beginning to see the rank, disgusting hypocrisy that Xbox endures constantly. It is.
I mean, it's there a little bit, but not in any of these examples that you brought up. So
yeah, they're pretty poor examples.
I mean, I have a soundbite for this.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Congratulations, you have failed, good sir. Alrighty, well, if that's all we got, then I think we're probably gonna call it there. I think, like, unless anybody has any other suggestions. Bit shorter than I thought it was gonna be, but at the same time, the fact that I managed to find anything to talk about was kind of a miracle. So, man, well. You know what? I guess, yeah, I think we'll call it there. So thank you, Delta, for being here. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And then for anybody who was wondering, Caden was not on tonight. Something happened today. So
is he all right?
He's fine. It's just, you know, we texted. It's just just as you joined. Yeah. Sorry, Power Boss. Bit of a shorter one today, but hey, I had a great time. The first hour was absolute chaos, and my voice is gone now. So, and now here comes the spam again. All right, fantastic. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Love you all. Be good people, please. What can I say? Alex says don't drink and drive. Drink and drive, but practice
go to the gym.
So you get better at it. No.
Yeah.
No. You go to the gym, do whatever. All right. Thank you all for being here, and we will see you next week for more of this. Hopefully it'll be longer than 2 hours. All righty. Bye-bye.